Do, 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 do. Copyright strike, copyright strike, copyright strike. DomRen, DomRen, DomRen. Am I live yet? Damn, copyright strike. Just when he thought, gotcha, bitch. Then YouTube is like, no, got you, bitch. Damn, ain't that some shit? Let me see, let me click on live. Oh, damn. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and lay me out, and I lay your ship bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Wait a minute. I'm Catholic. Why am I singing about you know, out of wedlock shit? Why am I swearing? That's a Sunday. Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that dwells in lonely exile here until the Son of God appears. Rejoice, rejoice. Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come thou rod of Jesse free, thine own from Satan's tyranny. From depths of hell thy people save, and give them victory over the grave. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come thou day spring from on high, and cheer us by thy drawing nigh. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. That was copyright free. No copyright strike. Morons, don't put copyrighted music on your stuff. It's a quick way to get your things yanked from online. The music corporations do not play these games anymore, DomRen. Dom. What's up with that white admixture, Dom? You're supposed to be a high IQ, Dom. Dom thought, yeah, it's pull up summer. Let me come for truth teacher. Now, the problem is with this sphere that we got here on YouTube is that it's split down the middle. Split right down the middle between the regular people who may have their tiny little talents, right? And folks like this.
Oh yeah! Stay kids!
Now, the folks like this, they usually have no accomplishments, nothing to speak of to their name. They speak about billionaires who wear their own skin, but yet the only thing that they will ever own in the billions are microbes on their skin and cells in their body. Is it really a coincidence that the ones who are choked up with all this hatred and racism have zero room for self-expression? Why? And there's a clique forming out there because Truth Teacher happens to be not only educated, highly intelligent, but he's also talented. Truth Teacher does Egyptian dancing. Those who are uneducated would call it Oh, he's the hey belly dancing like a bitch, man. Because that's who they are. Anything that's coming up through their soul, from their belly, through their soul to their mouth, anything like that gets choked up by hatred, homophobia, xenophobia, bigotry, and all manner of misanthropy. If truth teacher, and by the way, notice that the thumbnail that I used, that thumbnail didn't have anything to do with DomRen's appearance. Who cares? I don't care about. See, there are two things I don't care about. I could give two flying. It's a Sunday. Two flying kites about KITE. Idiots who are looking to quote mind me. Not KYKE. KITE. I couldn't give two kites. Right? I could care less about Cliente's identity. And I could care less about DomRen's race. Neither of those two things affect me in any way. Truth teacher is trying to save the soul. Deep down, that's what truth teacher is trying to do. Because this guy's walking around in a matrix of his own making. How many times must he hop on a stream full of rabid racists and hear them fire off a volley of bigoted diatribe? And then he pretends that none of that is directed towards him. Shivo tells him that with his features, he should stop showing his face. Yes, that happened. That's a thing that happened. That's a thing. Where's your self-respect? Every other day, a white nationalist is coming on the same panel that you're gracing, and that white nationalist is saying, after, by the way, because truth teacher's a trouble starter, after truth teacher throws up the image of what DomRen looks like, truth teacher asks, hey, is this guy black, white, or what? And the rabid racist says, oh, that's a nigger. And for some reason, that's ineffective to Dom. DomRen is unaffected by it. And that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. If you're immune to words, that's fine. But what do the words mean? What do the words mean? In this context here, the words are connected to a mechanism of acceptance that you're trying to weasel your way through here. Let me ask, how much resources, Dom, how much resources, the people that you're trying to get in their good graces, how much resources do they own? Most of them probably live at home with their moms. So what resources? How much money? How much influence? You, by your own words, have more influence than the people that you're trying to appease to. And so what reason is there for you to keep doing this, Dom? Why? To get back to the initial thing, stop using copyrighted music. It's a bad look, right? Because they'll yank. Look, you see my clips here? I'm better off with clips from movies than with music. Notice some of those clips don't really have the music that came with it. Okay? I know there's not a lot of people here, right? But if I at least have one mod here, right? I don't expect to see any slow taps, all right? No slow taps. Show them the door and give them one of these on the way out. Okay? You try to do a pull-up on DomRen, on Truth Teacher DomRen, and your stream lasted 2 minutes, right? I don't know what the intricacies of it are, whether that one got pulled off or whatever, but that stream was not funny. Nothing on there was funny. Fighter came in there to give you chest bumps and fist bumps, right? Be a cheerleader. Didn't work. Fighter's trying to say it's funny. It's not funny. The thing that you said wasn't funny. All that stuff of, oh, well, truth teacher, yeah. No, it wasn't funny. You have no respect for your audience. No respect at all. Your audience comes there to either be entertained, informed, or just to hang out and relax. Okay? Three things. You could have one, two, or all three of those things. You had neither. Because that panel is full of tension. Not panel, the chat section is full of tension, right? It's not informative. You said nothing about truth teacher. You didn't have time because you did the goofy thing, right? And got pulled off for copyright infringement. And you were not entertaining. So why is your audience showing up? If your audience were smart, all right. Now I'm not talking to, okay, I'm talking to Dom's audience right now. Okay, I mean, I know my voice was nails on a chalkboard to some of you, but I tried to entertain you, right? Dom doesn't. Okay, none of these people do. I try to inform you. These people misinform you. I would extend the invitation, right? Also to Creente. I want to talk to that brother because I don't know, like, bruh, you walking around with, you know what I'm saying, in our uniform, you know, as a black community, you walking around in our uniform, and you know, you're performing conduct unbecoming. You feel me? So that's not a good look. So we need to sit down, have a, you know what I mean, have a session, like you know, chop it up, and then we can figure out why, Creente, you're trying to look up to people like, for example, some guy who thinks he's got significant white admixture, therefore high IQ, and couldn't figure out why his stream gets pulled off all the time off YouTube. Why are you trying to appease to that group, right? As far as what Fighter, you know, how Fighter treated the Creente situation, well, you know, it is what it is. If what it is, you know, we're doing the, what are we doing? We're doing the clout thing. So you know, it is what it is. I don't harbor any ill will. I barely know any of you, of these people, right? And any of you either, whoever's watching here. I barely know any of you. So if there was some betrayal, were you guys friends? You and Corriente, Fighter, were you guys friends? Because that's not something, I wouldn't do that to a friend if it was. And I hear, like, for example, this guy Bitcoin, right? He donated to he donated one time to my show, right? And by the way, his donation, after all the shit he talked, that donation's going right to supporting the husband and wife team that he said, no, I'm not going to do that. Well, that's what it's going to do, Bitcoin, right? But Bitcoin donated to my stream. And so I don't yell at Bitcoin anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not just, and you know, basically he's a past client now because he for me it's a donation. For the artist that whose work you're looking at here, it's payment, right? So if Creente came on your stream plenty of times and just gave money and gave money, added to, because I've been on a stream where he also participated, so he also added content, you know, and then you know, I'm saying I wouldn't do that to somebody who did that for me, but you know, to each their own. Everybody chooses to do what they want to do. Yeah. And as far as truth teacher, I think truth, it might benefit you to stop coming after Dom because he's obviously like, he's never going to have the growth that you want him to have. That's never gonna occur. I don't know why you thought I don't know why you thought that there was hope. I didn't know why you thought there was hope. But there isn't. There isn't. It is what it is. He is set in that way, and he will always be trying to endear himself to avowed racists. You know, I'd be shocked, or I wouldn't be shocked if he endeared himself to, you know, actual alt-right people. like people who went to that Charlottesville march and stuff like that. Because when I looked up DomRen's name, like not his real name, I don't know his real name, and I don't want to know his real name, right? But when I looked up Dominican Renaissance, I saw that he may have taken a photo with one of these guys who was in a white supremacist think tank. And that's pretty heavy. That's heavy. If he did that, if that's really him, because his face was blocked off, right? The guy from the think tank, his face wasn't blocked off, but Domren's face was blocked off. So I don't know if it's actually Domren, but that's one of the searches that came up when I looked for the name Dominican Renaissance, right? So if he did that, truth, it's over. That's a wrap, dude. Can you imagine? All right, truth. Imagine me, right? Let's say you were like, hey, bro, tap, why are you hanging out with a bunch of, let's say, cannibals, right? People who eat people, right? And that's the other thing. They said that you said Dominicans were cannibals, which I've never heard it, but apparently that's floating around out there, right? So if you said, hey, bro, tap, why are you hanging around a bunch of cannibals, right? And I found out that these people were cannibals for real. Why would I ever hang out with them? And if I do start hanging out with them, right? And you see me with my Jeffrey Dahmer did nothing wrong t-shirt, throwing both my thumbs up. You see me do that, truth. Wouldn't I be a lost cause? Would you still try to save me? That would be unwise, sir. Just let him go. Let him go. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. For people who don't understand how these things work, if you if you sing full bars, there's more of a chance you get thrown off. You get thrown off, like for a copyright strike. But if you if you do like random parts of a song, like a cover, you might not get thrown off. But either way, it's still a risk, right? So whenever you do content online, especially on YouTube, it has to be all your own content, all of it. That's the best way to make sure that you don't get a strike of some sort, whether for the video you're using, which I use stock videos, I just make them contextually fit the concepts that I'm trying to get across. So that's why it usually comes off like I went out and filmed the thing, but I didn't. It's basically stock stuff. I just carefully curate the stuff to fit what I'm trying to do. Um, so truth, look, man, it's over. That's a wrap. Like you can't be trying to save this dude no more, bruh. What is left? What is left that you're trying to save here? He literally, okay. Here's another thing that happened, right? So this guy's Catholic. I'm Catholic, right? And according to Catholic law, we're brothers, right? And look how he views me because I'm black and Haitian, right? And Catholicism is supposedly a very strong part of this man's life, right or wrong, right or wrong. So there's nothing left to save. He is who he is. He's going to actually appease to more and more rabid racists. This is just the beginning. You think he's racist now, or he's trying to appease the racists now? Right? No, 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 no. Right now, he's appeasing to people who overlook him. So, like when he goes on these streams, like with Macho and Shivo and all these people coexisting, that's another thing I can't understand. If I'm on a stream with Ku Klux Klans people and neo Nazis, and I don't believe in what they're talking about, you best believe on that stream, I will be challenging every single word that comes out of their mouth with which I disagree. You can look, bet on it, count on it. You know what I'm saying? And so when you have him going on these streams and he's sitting there with Macho, Shivo, and we know how they feel. Macho, not so much. He's just kind of like an old lady stuck in a grown man's body. So he goes through hot flashes and menopause. I've been on streams with him where we get along perfectly for like 2 minutes, right? And then he goes away. And then when he comes back, he's like, "You need to get the fuck off the stream. You're Haitian. What are you doing on a Hispanic stream?" Dude, we were just chopping it up like 2 minutes ago. No, get off the stream. Fighter, kick him off. Right? So with that guy, he's just kind of like an unhinged kind of situation. But Shivo, that's a dedicated racist who learned software. Listen, Shivo's got no talent. I'll tell you that for free. Like from everything, look, something would have come up. With training, I could probably hold a note and join a choir. I was a choir boy, so that might help, right? Literal choir boy. Until age of 13, the voice cracked in the middle of performance for the archdiocese. You know, alto too, I think. Digo sí, señor. En tiempos malos, en tiempos buenos. Digo sí, señor. A todos los que. What the hell happened to him? I don't know. Gotta go check on him. That shit. That's what happened. So I was an altar boy. So with some training, I could do something, right? With some training, what could Shivo do? Yell more expletives at the camera while spreading COVID-19 all on the inside cabin of that vehicle that was rented to him by the company he got fired from? That's his talent? Come on, fam. Stop playing games. Stop playing games. So when he's on there with all these avowed racists, what message does it send to you, Truth? So this, I mean, I meant for this to be more about DomRen and the fact that he's supposed to be super high IQ, but then what happens is he does stuff like this and gets yanked offline, right? But with people like, I'm blown away, right? So with him, it's not about him no more. Truth, it's about you, right? So if I were you, I'd leave that cat alone, man. I'd leave him alone. If you happen to be on a stream where you coexist with him, right? Just remember that he and some other people whom I will not name, are appeasers, and they will be on a stream with avowed racists, violently and virulently, bigoted people. They'll be on streams with them, and they'll be like, yeah, you cool, man, yeah, I rocks with you, yeah. They'll do all that, okay? People like you and I, we can't do it. I can almost literally see you when you get on these streams, Truth Teacher. When you get on these streams, I can almost literally see you holding like pounding the table, trying to get at either Dom or whoever else might have said something immensely stupid. Immensely stupid. Roy Chess, what's going on? The link is in the chat if you want to jump on, because you say I have arrived. We had and this what do you call it? Okay, so there was when I worked for, not worked for, but like when I was a freelance graphic designer, right? We had a commercial. It's just when he said I have arrived, it just it brought back a memory that we were in a company and we were supposed to do an ad like with a slogan for a car rental company, right? And they were like, how can we get this, make this hot, whatever. And I was like, hey, I'm into comics. Why don't we do like kind of like a character, like a comic book character? And they were like, what would the character be? And I was like, you know what? The character's name is the Arriver, right? So all he would do is he would arrive places, right? But he wouldn't really do anything because he has no powers. So he'd like he'd take the car, he'd get in the car from the rental place, and the car would get him there on time. The car would always get him there on time. But when he's there, he can't run fast, he can't lift heavy things, he can't fight like Daredevil, he can't he can't throw batarangs like Batman, he can't strategize like Captain America, he can't do anything. But and then our slogan was, we'll get you there. The rest is up to you. And the character's name was the Arriver. And then every time he arrived, he gets out the car, puts his hands on his hip, and then all these people are running off for they're running off for dear heaven. And then he's like, I have arrived. And then there's like music and stuff. We did a whole presentation, and then they liked it, and that was kind of like their commercial. Hey, what up, fighter? What up,
Oh,
Roy?
yeah, Killer Kentucky, man. Yo, man. Listen, I'm taking like a few day break because too much of anything excessive is malicious, malignant, right? But
I hear you.
man, these YouTube. I'm just stopping by to say hi. What
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
But
These streets are hot, man. These
they're
streets is
sizzling
hot.
right now, and I thought I was wrong for doing the Creyente video, but it seems like I got shit hot right now. You know what I'm saying, but
No, I mean, some good comes out of
yeah,
everything.
right. So yeah, man, I'll probably be here and there, but yeah, I'm gonna try to take a break for a few days. I'll be back like Thursday or something. So all right,
Yeah.
man, I'm see y'all.
All right.
All
All
right,
right.
peace.
No doubt.
Peace.
Truth. Hold on, truth. What's
I, I,
oh,
I
just
wanted to do the
Rochester.
I arrived in the God voice. That one.
Yeah, good.
I don't have it. I don't
I have
it.
arrived.
That's what I'll be thinking when I type it. You gotta have the God voice to do it.
Yeah, but hold on. Look, what do you think of these hot streets, these hot YouTube streets, yo?
DomRen, like again, where are some people getting this mentality from? Because it's not just one or two people. You know what I mean? It has to be being taught. It has to be taught somewhere. Where is it being taught? Is it taught in the family? Is it taught in school? Is it taught in the streets? Because too many people have the same idea. You know what I mean? It's not coincidence.
Mm.
I don't think it's a coincidence at all. And I think it's been going on for
Hold
generations.
on, but I think I see creyente. Is that creyente? I mean, there's somebody creyente caleño or something. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that was it. You know.
Hey, Bro Tep, can you put like everybody on the screen? Cause it just feels weird, like talking to disembodied voices.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll do that right now. Boom.
Oh, okay.
There you go. El
Oh,
Guapo.
so listen, man. I know that I went crazy the other day on Friday's Live, and to be honest with you, now that I think about it, I think
Yo, truth.
Friday set that up because
Hey, somebody's
we
got
wasn't.
background.
You know they both live
Hold
right
on,
now
somebody's
on
got
you.
background. Hold on, somebody's got
That's not
background
me.
noise.
Hold on. I think that was truth. Truth. You got
Oh,
background noise. Yeah, you got background noise. What are you doing? Dishes?
I don't have any. I got
Who's doing dishes? Why
no.
would you pick now on a Sunday to do dishes?
That ain't me.
But
D,
yo,
are you in the
truth.
shower or something, man?
Oh, so
Nah. Yo, truth. You know both of them live right now, right?
oh, who that?
Well, I know that DomRen.
DomRen's live right now.
And
thought you
Kem,
knew.
bro.
And who?
And
Kim?
they both going off on you, bro. Yeah, they both going off on him, bro.
No, they
Oh,
started,
me?
but they
Oh, me or truth? Me or truth?
no me. They
Truth.
moved on.
They on
They moved on to
he's
other stuff. They moved on to other things right now. Now they on that whole Hispano, thing
Yeah,
in the
always
artist.
the same song. The same song. They moved on to the same damn song.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say though, on my behalf, I was not my best self on Fighter's stream, and I think that Fighter baited me, and I took the bait.
Vladimir
yeah.
Putin is here. Vladimir Putin is here.
Vladimir
And
Putin. Whoa.
Yeah. I know.
Whoa.
We're graced in the
back,
presence
the way
of
he,
Russian royalty. Russian
Right,
royalty.
right.
The way
But he's
Fighter dropped everybody off the stream, and
Uh-huh.
made you and DomRen go at each other, bro. That was definitely planned.
yeah.
That was-
And the thing about it is that I've been like suppressing going after Dom for years, and because I honestly,
So this really is a mic. No, continue.
I honestly,
Okay, no. You earned this one, yo. You earned this one.
I didn't know this thing on my free.
Like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Damn, bro. You did me dirty right there, bro. Tef.
How do you know that's a microphone in your hand? Yeah?
No, it's because I have these earbuds, and you know how there's that thing in the right, sticking out. I never thought that this was actually a mic, but it is.
Okay. All right. You gotta give contact. I'll take that back.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's fine.
saying, it's
white supremacy.
I had
And I was screeching on earlier, and these motherfuckers in the stream like, shut the
Yo, what the-
these dudes gotta realize that I'm Catholic and I was a choir boy, so it is what it is. But
Wait,
hold on,
you're
let me get
Catholic?
Vladimir. Huh?
but
Yeah.
You're
like I
Catholic?
was saying,
Well, I mean, I still
Oh, that
teeter
means
on
you
the edge of.
Latino.
Huh? Am I what?
That means you Latino. They told
Wow,
me
that
Catholic.
doesn't. Catholic means Latino, huh?
Hell yeah, they was talking about you got to be a Catholic. You got to have Latin American conqueror ancestry. Bing.
Yeah, but about the whole Catholic thing, it's like, do people really believe this stuff? Like in 2021,
I
like
hope not. I hope
I
not.
just, I mean, look, I used to be very religious myself, you know, so I can sympathize with people who read the Bible and who are religious. But the thing with
Mhm.
Catholics is that they don't really read the Bible because they believe that our simple minds cannot really interpret it the
Oh no,
correct way.
I'm not one of those, Pocho. I'm not one of those.
Yeah, no. So they read like the Cladiclus, I think, the Roman Cladiclus, and it's supposed to be like an interpretation of the Bible. But there, like, of course, you know, there's a whole debate between
So who's
Protestantism
LOL?
and.
Oh, hold on, 1 second. This guy Vladimir Putin. I put Thanos up there so that in case it's some sort of gay ops, right? We don't get pulled off. What's going on? What's going on, Vladimir? Vlad, what's going on? Vlad, unmute your mic.
He's dealing with some foreign policy business.
He had the
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Sitting on golden toilets and shit like that. Right?
What's going on?
Yeah, because
ready.
remember, like,
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
bathroom was lined in gold. You saw that shit?
Yeah, I saw that
We
I
can
don't
hear
know,
you.
man. That's crazy. But all right, I guess he's not. If you're not gonna talk, you're gonna get kicked off. Hold on 1 second. Talk or get kicked off, Vladimir.
on the panel.
No, hold on. He's gonna get a chance. He'll get a chance to see. The thing is, I give people chances now.
I can't see anybody.
No. Well, I did that so that if it's gay ops, like we don't get like a big, schlong on here,
Oh yeah,
or whatever it is, or like a
like last night. That was hilarious.
The fuck.
All right,
somebody yelling the N-word over and over again.
Yeah, Putin.
Yeah.
All right, you there?
Hello. Like what I was.
All right. Wait. He said hello. That doesn't sound like a thick Russian accent to me, though, Putin. You got to work on that accent. But what's going on, Putin?
Not much. Just checking in with the obsession with DomRen. And like
there's no obsession with DomRen. I made that clear. That especially me, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm over it because as many wait, is this Henry? Who is this? The voice sounds familiar.
Uh-oh.
Like
my mic is muted.
No, I didn't mute your mic though.
No, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but Vladimir, who are you, sir?
I'm just checking in.
Yeah, but who are you,
For who?
sir? Like now there's gonna be a check-in from now on. I'm not like Denise who requires a cam up, but you at least gonna check in. Who are you and what previous stream did we hear you?
And who sent you?
I'm the Salvi.
You're what, Salvi?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, I kind of recognize your voice.
Okay,
You're part of Rancho's crew, right?
I'm not part of nobody's crew.
Yeah, but you came in here, you came in here doing the concern trolling, the obsession with DomRen. Nobody's obsessed with DomRen. Why'd you come in with that concern trolling?
I'm not concerned. I'm just.
No, not concerned.
It's a fucking case, though.
No, it's called concern trolling. Like when you pretend you're concerned, but you're actually trolling. Concern trolling. Like an example would be, I really believe in what you guys are protesting for, but don't you think there's a whole lot of you in the street blocking off everyone's traffic? Right? So that person doesn't actually believe in the cause. They came in to troll you and to disrupt things, and they came in pretending that they're concerned. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, a gay op.
A gay op. Yeah, he's a gay ops. And it doesn't mean LGBTQIA people. It's just a funny name, but it doesn't mean that. But Vladimir, what do you think of this whole
what's
thing
the
then?
topic though?
Well, the topic
Okay,
was DomRen. DomRen's supposed to be high IQ, but however, he's so high IQ he didn't understand that when you use copyrighted music on YouTube, you get yanked off stream. Period. Point blank. End of story. May not happen immediately, may not happen the day after, but it will happen. In fact, my stream might get taken off because I butchered Adele's song on here, right? And they might recognize, like their algorithm might recognize the lyrics and the tones, right? Probably not the tones. I'm tone deaf, but the lyrics they'll definitely recognize it, and they'll yank this shit off. You know what I mean?
Wait, just for singing it? Like if you did a cappella,
Yo, yeah, acapella. Look, it's not your song. It's someone else's copyright. It's someone else's invention. Now, the thing is, if you want to do a cover and you call it a cover, there are other sets of rules, and then you have to, in order to be completely protected, you probably have to, like contact the record company and then tell them that you're doing a cover of their song. Can you please make money off of the YouTube video that it's on? Right? But it's really complicated.
Only if it's money involved. Like if you
if
just
it's
did
money
a cover,
involved.
if you're not monetized and you just did a cover, that's not a problem, right?
No, but even then it's a gray area.
You're taking a big risk. Like even when you do parodies, it has to sound exactly like the song almost, but you're like, it has to be completely different, the lyrics and everything.
And it has to be very clear that it's parody too.
Right.
It can't be like I can't be singing Adele shit and then 99.9% of the lyrics and intonations are all the same and the context is all the same, and at the end I go, just kidding. No.
Right.
That's not how satire works. Satire is protected by the Constitution, but it has to be obvious satire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even if you're like, you also have to make it clear in the title that it's a parody. Like if it sounds exactly like the song, you know what I mean? Like you have to make it clear it's a parody. If you're using somebody's beat that's not your beat, you can do that, but your lyrics have to be completely different, like not even similar to the original song.
Yep. And even then there's no guarantee because it takes nothing for somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Even then there's no guarantee. Right.
Yeah, but it takes nothing for them to do a copyright strike. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like all you have to do is and YouTube is so petrified, right? YouTube, look, people don't understand what the 8-ball YouTube is behind right now. YouTube owes money to Google and other like maybe another entity. I forgot what the entity's name was, but definitely to Google, right? And YouTube has been trying to sell itself off to big investors for a long time. But people were coming on YouTube and they were seeing penis pics. They were seeing heads being decapitated. This was like early days of YouTube, right?
Like 2006.
Right? And people had like Taliban clips of people getting beheaded. They had penis pics, all kinds of porn. And investors were like, why would I put my
old days.
These are good old days, right? But people were like, why would we put our commercial on here before I sell you the Nissan Sentra? The potential customer has to sit through, what's the guy's name? Saddam Hussein getting hung, because that video was floating around too, right? They have to sit through Saddam Hussein getting hung, and then they see like Nissan Sentra, blah blah blah. Or before that, nah, nobody wanted to actually invest in it until YouTube cleaned up its act. And part of being part of cleaning up the act was, start respecting people's copyrights. Movies, there was a time around that 2006 Pocho. Weren't you watching whole movies on here? Like
no, I mean, yeah, there used to be a time where you could upload a full movie on YouTube, and it wouldn't get taken down for anything.
They couldn't find it.
They did it recently.
Yeah,
they did it recently this year. They did it like 2 movies. I forgot the name of them, but
so they can still do that.
2 movies,
but they started cracking down on it.
They did do it for the Matrix, like because the Matrix, the first one, I think like if you go to YouTube and you look up Matrix, I think somebody did upload like literally the full movie of the Matrix, and it hasn't been taken down. It's been there ever since, like I think 2016.
Yeah, I know there was a movie
okay.
in the
Yeah.
theater currently, and they posted it, and I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
What's
They
the
might
name of
have
the
taken
movie?
it down by now.
Well, I mean, the thing is now they kind of rolled with the punches, and they do things where like, okay, do you really want to risk? Do you really want to watch a bad what do you call it, cam captured version of Black Widow, or do you want to pay $1.99, to see it, or like maybe subscribe to
Like HD, right?
yeah, Disney Plus or whatever, right? Do you want to do that, or watch a bad HD cam? You don't want to watch a bad HD cam. Just pay $1.99 and watch the whole movie. So they
No, it
do these
wasn't.
sorts
It
of
wasn't an
things.
it wasn't an HD cam, bro. The movie that
No,
I saw,
The
I
truth.
started watching it. It was like a
oh,
good
full
copy.
on.
Yeah,
Okay,
like they totally violated copyright left and right, and it was up for a while. I don't remember
yeah.
the name of the movie. It wasn't like a hot movie, but it was
Oh,
it
okay.
was in the
Well,
theater.
the hot movies, they got algorithms looking out for them. So like
Yeah,
Avengers,
that's
Endgame.
probably why. Yeah, that's probably why this got passed up, because it wasn't like people weren't looking for this movie, but it was in the theater. I remember because I watched it, and then I saw it on here.
Yeah,
I'm like, no way. And then I just clicked on it, like, oh snap, this is the whole movie. I thought it would be like
yeah,
5 minutes or something. It was like,
Surprise! You're
yeah.
watching the
yeah,
full
Surprise.
film.
it was like the whole. I fast forward and it's the whole movie.
Yeah, but
Man,
yeah.
what
So
was the movie? What was the movie that Ice Cube was in? I think it was called Ride Along, the
he
first one,
was in a
right?
whole bunch of movies
Yeah.
like that. He was in a whole bunch of movies like that. Right along was that some sort of
Right,
pop thing?
Ride Along, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But
Was it
somebody did actually
with
upload the
Mike
full
Epps or
movie.
something? With Mike Epps
I
and
think,
stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
and Kevin Gates, both of them.
Kevin
And
Gates.
Kevin Gates is in Ride Along.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Yeah.
who Kevin Gates is actually, but
So somebody actually uploaded the full movie years ago, too, and it hasn't been taken down. And I'm like, why?
wait,
Wait, but
do
that
you
makes
mean
no
Kevin Hart?
sense.
Wait, do you mean Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Oh, you said Kevin
Sorry, I
Gates.
kind of,
I'm like,
yeah. I
I'm
kind
like,
of,
who?
I don't know. My memory is like,
Yeah,
it's
my
off right
bad.
now.
Because I was like, wait, who's Kevin Gates?
Yeah, no.
All right.
It's a brother Bill Gates, bro. He's a secret
Yeah,
brother.
brother Bill Gates. He's secretly
Yeah.
a comedian, and he's black.
He's secretly a
And he's
comedian,
black.
right? Right.
Bill Gates' long lost brother. But yeah,
And
so
it hasn't been taken down. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, the fuck? This movie hasn't been taken down for all these years. Ride Along is still on YouTube and anybody could watch it. Like, what's up with that?
I'm thinking
Yeah.
that maybe if the owner is being retentive to put a strike on it, they'll take it down. But if not, they'll let it rock.
yeah.
Oh, like
Like
a
I said,
final
look,
request
it's
for.
not
Okay, I see.
everybody that's getting striked, because
Yeah,
there's
it's not
plenty of
everybody.
people-
Look,
plenty
first
of
you get a
people getting
warning.
away with murder here. Plenty
Yeah, I
of
know.
people.
Look, first you get a warning. And the thing is, I know this personally because there's a lot of clips on here that I used to use. You don't see me use anymore. These clips that I have on here for like slow taps and all that stuff. Because I went on the stats for the video and it said copyright claim, right? And if I like the video enough and I don't think it's ever gonna make money, I just let it ride because it's a copyright claim. And how that works is any money that it ever makes, it goes to the copyright claimer, right? So whoever claimed it, if money comes in from that video, it goes directly to them. I won't see a penny, right? So they won't yank my video off, per se. But there are some instances where they definitely don't want your stuff on there, or
But there
their
was a
stuff on there.
there was a time where they would mute the music too. Like, so if you would
Yeah,
play
they'll mute your shit, and
they'll
you're like,
mute it.
why is my stuff playing silent?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they stopped doing that altogether, and what they do is they just give you warnings, and if you don't get warnings, or you don't heed the warning, boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's why the guy, what's his name, Rucka Ali. You heard of him, right, Bro Tap?
Rucka Ali, never heard of him.
He's this parodist guy. He's a pretty famous guy. He does like parody rap videos,
Oh, okay.
and it's
All right.
literally like direct parodies of the original songs. Like everything's the same, almost the lyrics. And he used to get taken down a lot for that reason.
Okay.
And that made him more
'Cause it was
popular
copyright.
because people were fighting him.
Right, that's how
for
he
him,
became
yeah.
popular. Yeah, he kept getting taken down.
You know what song I think really fucked with him? Only 17. Like that song was
Oh yeah,
fire.
dude, that song was fire too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, oh
It was
my
fire,
god.
She was only 17.
Yeah.
She was
Hold on.
licking my nuts.
They're killing you over there, bro.
Dude.
What?
What the hell? Who are these
Hold
people?
on. Hold on. I might have to go over there. What you said? You said on what? On DomRen's page?
It's Dominican Renaissance and Kev, bro. Like they're both streaming about him at the same time, and it's weird. It's like,
Yeah,
yo,
it's a coordinated strike. Truth.
yeah, they're both like. I guess they're trying to make sure he can only get on one stream, so the other one can keep going. And it's like, what the hell? Because they're talking about the same damn thing, bro.
Who cares about those bozos? Who cares?
But here's the thing. Okay. Hold on. Because we got. Okay. Let me streamed 1 hour ago. Okay, so he did a bunch of these. Damn. DomRen. Yo, truth teacher. I don't know what he did, man. DomRen's after your ass. But
bro.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, I noticed that he kept uploading these videos about truth, and I'm like, are these like videos, or were these lives? And they were lives, and I'm like, damn, bro, you're on like what, number 4, number 5 now? What the hell is going on?
That's from Writers Live where
Macho's on here.
What the fuck is this?
Yo, Macho's on that. Yo, they got the whole squad, bro. They got Klaus, they got Macho. They're all after you, truth.
Do they have Rancho, bro? Did they have Rancho?
Hold on. Is that Rancho's? I think that might be Rancho's thing, yeah. And then I think I see Fighter on here.
they're not even talking about me anymore.
Yeah, but
they're probably talking about spirits and shit, like metaphysical, whatever.
But hold on, how come?
What does it mean to be Hispanic type of shit? Yeah. Says me.
Oh, they going after Radical in Kem's channel.
Oh, on Kem's channel? Hold on, let me go to that one.
Yeah, they going after Radical now. Damn. What he said about Rancho.
Oh, what he said about Rancho? When he ripped into Rancho?
He kept saying, "I'll get your kids to call me daddy. I'll get your kids to call me daddy, bitch."
Oh shit. Oh, Goddess of Guyana says radical Latino is treacherous to Latins. Wow, really? Treacherous to Latins.
That chick talks a lot about self-hate, but like she's only half Guyanese, but she's clearly prouder of that than anything else, But she calls everybody else self-hating.
You know what I think?
But Kem's gonna take this live stream down anyway.
Kem's gonna take what down?
Live stream down.
Yeah, he deletes most of his streams.
Oh, then we gotta get it before he goes. This guy. But yeah, so why? Hold on. Oh, they coming after Radical hard, yo.
Yeah,
they coming hard for Rad, yo. What the hell? What's the problem?
Well, just wait until he shows his face. Wait until he shows his face.
Yeah,
they're gonna have 500 videos.
Wait, hold on. One guy said, "Why is Radical always doxing that fat fuck? I hate him." Is he? He's not. When did Radical dox anybody? Like he put out info, and he's not fat.
Right.
I don't know.
These guys can't get anything straight.
I don't know about that part now.
They're kind of implying with the thumbnail that they have for you, truth, that you're gay. See, that's the thing. There's a lot of all that bigotry is all out in the open. So they're implying that you're gay with the thumbnail, and then
I was doing my hair.
They call a lot of people gay. I don't know what's up with them. Like I'm pretty sure you've seen the video where it's like back when I was, Hermano Perspective, they had like lipstick filter all up on my face, right?
Yeah.
And I had to show people because people actually fell for it. So they kept coming to me. It's like, yo, what's up with this? And good thing I have the original video saved, the one where I was dancing. And I was like, yo, I don't have lipstick on me. Like, this is the original video, okay? I'm not into that stuff,
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Hey, Hermano. You so fucking shame your fucking house Salvadorian, bitch. You're a fucking embarrassment.
What?
Go fucking rap about Timmy Turner, you fucking faggot.
Oh no, dude, that song was lit though, bro. That was a fucking
Nah,
cool
shut the
ass
fuck
song.
up, you stupid motherfucker. You're not fucking
Whoa, wait, what's your
Salvadorian.
problem? Whoa, dude, what the hell is your problem, my guy? What the fuck?
Yeah, let's get him out of here. Get out
What?
of here, Vlad, get out of here. Get out of here, Vlad.
Damn, bro,
Get,
what the fuck was that?
and take this on your way out. Fuck out of here.
I don't know. The
See,
first one the first one kind of sucked, but I actually sent my remix to Radical Latino. He said the second one was fire.
yeah, look, you did a good what do you call it, diss track. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's just it needed a little bit of speeding up a little bit. Like if
Right,
you sped
yeah.
it a little bit and
Right.
sped it up, it'd be really good.
No, but he wasn't even talking about that. He was talking about the
No, he
rap.
was performing gay ops right here. That's what he's doing.
I just don't know what was his problem. Like he said something about Salvadorian. I'm like, yeah, I'm half Salvadorian. Like, so what? I don't understand what your deal is. I really don't.
Wow. So, oh, I get it. You're on a stream with black people. Because look, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 black people.
yeah, 4 black. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem, bro. I'm being a race trader. I'm getting blackwashed.
Yep.
The power of rap. The power of rap is blackwashing me or something.
Yep. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, I mean, these streets are hot, man. What the hell? These YouTube streets.
Yeah, bro. It's Pull of Summer, bro. Pull of Summer.
Pull up summer, yeah. Oh shit! But here, hold on one second. How come they still got Rad? Oh, I think maybe Rad's up there. Rad probably pulled up. Did Rad pull up? That'd be sick if Rad pulled up. Hold on one second. Let me hear this.
White supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy.
You got to say it in the mirror.
Well, I mean, I see. Okay, so Sydney pulled up. When did this happen? I think they're replaying something that happened before or something like that.
Yeah, this is the same day that Truth and Dominican Renaissance were on it, the same live. A little later, Kem and Radical, not Kem and Radical and Rancho went at it like hard.
Okay.
So that's what they're playing right now.
Yep. Well,
I mean, Rancho's wife came
and all this on a Sunday night. Keep that in mind. All this is happening on a Sunday night.
All these niggas is Catholic. I mean, look. Listen.
Yeah, well, they say they're Catholic, but like I said, bro, nobody really believes in that shit, bro. Like,
look, me, I'm borderline. You know, I used that to troll them earlier on when I hold on one second, bro. Top, they're replaying Fighters video. Yeah, I saw that, Blood Moon. But yeah, I said that I'm Catholic, you know, to kind of troll them before I started singing "O Come, O Come, Emmanuel." But I'm not really a practicing Catholic that hard. But these guys are like, they come on these streams and they tell you, why aren't you married yet? Why is it you don't have children? Why are you having babies out of wedlock? They come in there.
I'm 18, bitch.
You know?
Yeah, bro. No, they better not come up with, you know, they better not go up to me and say, hey, bro, you need like a wife and kids now, bro. It's like, nah, man, I need to live my life. I'm not gonna have kids. I'm not gonna have those problems when I'm 18. Hell no.
You know? But yeah, so basically it's a whole bunch of religious people up on here on a Sunday. Remember when God said, you know, judge not lest you be judged. Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, right? I think that's biblical, right? Did they have glass? No,
maybe on Ephesians 6:11. I'm not so sure.
Okay, right?
Ephesians 6:11. What does it say?
11, right? No, I'm not gonna look that up. You want me to look it up? Ephesians 5 what?
No. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
All right. That would be funny. Yo, you know how random that would be if you're absolutely right?
Dude, that'll be psychic. That'll be psychic.
No, nigga, I would play those lotto numbers, nigga. Like the odds of that happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Ephesians 6:11.
Right? I'd play that shit. Ephesians 6:11. But yeah, so that's what. And one of the things, hold on. Okay. One of the things I'm trying to do is upload every day. I won't stay here too long. Let me see how long this stream has been going on now. 55 minutes. In a few minutes, I'm about to, yank the stream off. Or
Yeah.
that sounds gay. I mean, like, shut this off, right? And then, get along with my day. Because, like, who's got time for this? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
just crazy nonsense. And with Creyente, I thought I saw him in the audience. Is he in the audience?
He had wrote a bunch of comments. I had saw it, but it looks like they were all deleted.
Yeah. And it I said a lot of stuff that's kind of like on this particular stream right here. I said a lot of stuff that's kind of severe for to Dom. And I might take this one down too. I might take this one down like him does usually for his own shit. Because like it's not nice. I don't try to make people feel bad, but it's just the truth that he's actually hanging out with. Look at who he's around right now. None of those people care about him, right? And
yeah, I was wondering, like, was that picture real? The one where he's taking a picture with the dude who's part of Renaissance or something?
Yeah, I think that guy's part of American Renaissance or
American Renaissance.
One of these white supremacist think tanks.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just using him as a tool. I mean, they know that his phenotype is obviously not white. It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke among them, and he's the butt of the joke and doesn't get it. They asked at some point. Shivo told him to stop showing his face.
Mm-hmm.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Stop showing your face. That's heavy. So what? You're too much of a monkey. You're too ugly. Stop showing your face around here. So
and he did it, and he actually did it too.
Did it.
Like he took it.
Damn, who said that?
Shivo 2121.
This was years ago.
To Dominican Renaissance.
Yeah, this guy. That guy. He said that to him, and he had told. Yeah, he had told. Who did he tell? He told Fighter that Fighter's not Dominican because, he has African admixture. You don't know what Dominican means. You're black. You clearly can't be Dominican. You don't know what that means. And then Fighter was like, I am Dominican. And then he was kind of looking for people to kind of back him up. And some people backed him up on there, I think. But it was few and far between, though. It was few and far between.
Yeah, look, listen. Back when I was younger, I had a different channel under a different name. I used to be called Julian Price, and of course, the reason why I did this was because when you're in these conservative spheres, because I used to be a conservative myself, and that's kind of what got me into white nationalism. Was I was kind of hanging out the Steven Crowder libertarian type camp.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And then I came across people like Lawrence Southern, and then the white genocide stuff, and then that's when I started getting into the
self-radicalize. You self-radicalize.
Yeah, the overt white nationalism. So, back like years ago, this was back in like 2017, I actually had more than like 300 subscribers, and I actually had a BitChute page that's still up to this day. And, obviously, when you're uploading these videos talking about, trying to sympathize with the white cause, supposedly, and talking about political issues, it almost becomes kind of like a club. It's not so much a movement. It's more like a club. It's like a meme online, of white nationalism. Like they never actually aspire to do anything, to be quite honest with you. They just kind of talk amongst themselves and stuff. And that's kind of what I feel has been going on with Dominican Renaissance. It's like, even though he's obviously black, or to say the least non-white, he just kind of wants to be a part of a club. Perhaps he doesn't really have a lot of people that he knows in real life. I'm not so sure. I'm not going to say anything. That's just speculation. But there's clearly a reason why he doesn't mind people like just talking him down,
demeaning him to his face.
Yeah. It's like, like what the hell is that, dude?
Damn, like at least say some of that shit from behind my back, nigga. Like, wait till I leave. Damn.
But that's how I feel it is. I think white nationalism at this point, they never actually aspire to do anything. They really just spend all their times complaining and talking. So it's become a joke. It's become like a meme. It's become a club. and that's really what DomRen is a part of, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, all right. Hold on. Let me work this math out. I'm gonna work this math out real quick. See, at some point, okay, like in the 70s, 60s, or whatever, with the Cold War, and like maybe Arab countries, etc. It was necessary for you to join a group, and then when you're in the group, they hit you with the propaganda. They give you a pamphlet, you know what I'm saying, some books to read, right? Some buttons you can put on your chest, right? So if you wanted to become like an avowed communist, you know, you go and you join a communist, some sort of, what do you call them? Some sort of Leninist Marxist commune, and you get radicalized by that group. If you wanted to join neo-Nazis, you go to that group, they give you some pamphlets and some literature, you get radicalized by that group. Same thing with NOI, Nation of Islam. You go to that group, they give you some pamphlets, some bean pie, and some books to read, and a movie
Elijah
to watch.
Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, and eventually you become a Muslim. Now, propaganda has joined the DIYS culture. DIYS culture. Do it yourself, right? So when YouTube and social media came on, if you want to find out how to bake a cake, you don't have to go to grandma anymore. That would be nice, but you could get online. You type in how to bake a cake, right? And you do it yourself. So when that phenomenon meets propaganda, so now it's very possible that you don't even need to join groups anymore. You can self-radicalize instead of going somewhere to be radicalized. So you come on there and based on how you're feeling, you come home from work because your black boss yelled at you like these fucking niggers, and then you look up Stefan Molyneux, right? But you go on 4chan, and then they're already saying fucking niggers, right? And you see enough of that stuff, and then you finally go, yeah, one of those monkeys, they gave me the pink slip today, they gave me my walking papers. And then one of them in the audience says, well, it's not like he can do the job, so he, the job, the work site's gonna crumble anyway, he's low IQ. And then you're like, low IQ, what do you mean? And they drop your Stefan Molyneux video,
right? The IQs. Yeah, the bell curve.
And Richard, they send you a PDF because they're broke, they ain't gonna pay for shit. They send you a free PDF of The Bell Curve by Richard Murray. So then now you can self-radicalize, and you go deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. That's what's happened, I think, to DomRen. DomRen didn't join any groups. DomRen was watching stuff like American Renaissance, Red Ice TV. That's why I first saw DomRen on Red Ice TV.
So he was actually interviewed by that. What's her name? Laura something?
No, he wasn't interviewed unless you're talking about something else.
No, you say he was on Red Ice TV. I didn't know that.
No. He wasn't on there as a panelist. He was in the comment section, right?
Okay.
In the comment section.
He was interviewed by some racist organization. If you just type in DomRen, come up. The video will come up. They have like a Roman laurel with a sword in the middle.
Yeah. All that shit that he's not connected to. He's a fucking rotep. He's a rotep.
Yeah.
He wants to be Roman.
He's not Roman. I mean, I don't know. We see the thing with white nationalism is that they used to one of their aesthetics was really like the Nordicism. With the black sun and all that. Those logos from
those black sun and the Odal runes. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, the Odinist stuff. Now for some reason it's like Roman. It's like what? Wait, but I thought you guys were more identified with the Northern European aspects of the culture, not all this Roman shit.
White supremacists. Those people didn't like you. The Romans
not
did
just
not
that,
like
but Romans. I don't know if you saw my video, bro, Tep, but it's actually not my video. I actually, with the permission of Superiorita Norita, I actually uploaded it to my page. But I uploaded a video called "Romans Were Not White Proof," and then I kind of go on explaining in the video why the Spaniards are not descendants of Romans, because they're not. The Spaniards are a mix of Celtic, Celtic, Visigoth, Germanic blood. They have absolutely nothing to do with the Romans. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But there was a group in there, like Moorish people, who, when they came up there, that admixture, that Moorish, like that dark admixture, that changed that demographic, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the thing with all this stuff is that it didn't used to be like this. White nationalists never tried to appeal like, oh yeah, Romans and all that stuff, that cringe, aesthetic. It used to be the paganism stuff, like the red eyes, for example. What was their logo? The black sun. That was their logo. Yeah. Now it's like Roman this, Roman that. I'm like, what? Like, when did this become a thing? When?
I think like people are constantly reinventing the wheel because it's like software. You got to keep updating it.
Update the software.
It's weird. It's like the times are changing, right? So you have to move differently. You can't do things the way you did it back in the 1950s, right? That's not going to work in today's climate.
Nope.
They got to find more inventive ways to do it, But like DomRen, I mean, God, the thing is, people think I'm obsessed with him, and it's not that I'm obsessed, but when you have a lot of anger and you don't let it out, it just builds. And I should have just like did something to reply to his bullshit years ago, but I felt really sorry for him because it was obvious that the kid is cuckoo, and I didn't want to be, you never know what people are really going through. And so I was thinking, like, damn, what if this kid's got some real serious emotional problems and I put out a video and I end up like pushing him over the edge and shit,
I mean, he sounds antisocial. Like, I hate to be mean, like, I'm not that type of guy.
No, he does sound antisocial.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, bro, type. It's just his voice. He just looks, Yeah.
You know what the worst part about this is? That guy's a total geek. And he and I would get along in spades if he would just drop all the racist shit. But because I'm Haitian and I'm black, it's a problem. You know what I mean? There are times when he slips up, and then I see that he's, he gets to feel a camaraderie with me. Like, he comes on my stream and stuff like that, and we agree on shit, and we're trading jokes, we're playing off each other's words. And I'm like, okay, so you remember that I'm still Haitian, right? And I'm still that monkey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm still subhuman, right? You know that, right?
That's not. Oh, they're playing more stuff with Truth Teacher now.
Oh, really?
Man,
Yeah.
that stream is on. It's like it has a bunch of views.
On Fighter's stream. Oh, it has a bunch of views, right? Look, it's Bochinche. Look, man, people like the Bochinche.
Yeah, bro, it's pull-up summer. It's drama every day. Drama every day. It's a good channel, bro, Tep. I recommend a good channel called From Nothing. They recently uploaded a video about this whole controversy, were the Moors black? And obviously, the truth is that there were certainly black Moors, but not every single Moor was black.
It was almost synonymous with Muslim at the time.
Exactly.
So, Arab Moors, even Nordic Moors. They found Moorish coins out in Switzerland, Iceland, maybe Iceland. They found Nordic. Yeah, look, man, the Vikings went everywhere, and so there were African coins found up there because the Vikings went everywhere. The Hoteps would like to think that black people went up there and up in Sweden and took shit over, and that's why there are black coins up there. No, the Vikings went everywhere. We were too, and in the motherland, we were too satisfied. We didn't have the need to keep doing that. Those of us who weren't sorry,
there really wasn't an incentive to like do that because they had everything that they needed, and they had trade routes with people.
Well, the reason why I brought up that channel was because From Nothing really educated me. Like, this guy's not an Afrocentrist at all. Like, he doesn't promote any of that stuff. These are facts,
I told you so.
He showed me that things like, for example, metallurgy, like there was iron smelting for thousands of years in sub-Saharan Africa that didn't come from Moors or any other Northern Africans for that matter, and then I think to myself,
I believe it when I told you that.
Yeah, truth been told y'all that.
Right, yeah, but I didn't believe you at first until I kind of started doing my own research. That's how I came across From Nothing. And then that's when I started realizing, I'm like, damn, so if these guys did smelt iron for thousands of years, and the natives also did too, it's like, maybe there isn't so much of a difference between humanities and all this stuff and the IQ stuff if they're capable of doing such a thing by themselves. You know,
that's what I was trying to tell you.
Look, no one denies the actual bell curve. Like not the book, but the distribution model, right?
Yeah, the data.
Yeah, no one denies the actual bell curve, and so there is a difference right now in all the IQ stuff. But the thing is, if you give any people time and impetus to surmount the obstacles, they'll do it, because human beings are based on survival. So if we're on the continent, there's no reason for us to invent a sophisticated wheel. We did have crude wheels. They keep saying we didn't have the wheel. We had crude wheels, just not sophisticated ones like up in the north with all them chariots and shit.
They also say you guys didn't have calendars. Yeah, they say all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they're stupid. We had star charting and all that stuff. So yeah, we had calendars. But the thing is, if we didn't have the need for all that stuff, like, okay, intercontinental shipbuilding, what need did we have? We had all the resources there. You walk to a tree and there's fucking mango. You pluck a mango off the tree. What do you need to go sailing for? The Europeans needed to do that. They were running out of resources. A book I read.
Yeah, they needed to travel to India and collect resources and stuff like that. So
if you need to do that, you're gonna develop. One thing feeds the other. You're gonna develop the capacity to do it eventually, and that capacity to do it will give you the need for more of that stuff. So yeah, that happened. But at the same time, we got a whole bunch of high IQ tribes, right? Like the Igbo, the Igbo tribe, and some other tribes that when they come here, they surpass even the Ashkenazi Jews, and careers and tests, and academic tests and stuff like that. So even though Black people as a whole, like on the planet, have a lower IQ than some other people, there are certain high IQ tribes in there that trump, the best.
And it's not just that. It's that when it comes to this whole IQ bullshit, look, all you're going to look at is, you're never actually going to look at things that are like biologically determined. And the reason is because when you test IQ, each population, sample data and things like that, these scientists, they don't grow people from labs. So it's not like, okay, you could grow this child, this one's white, this one's Black, compare the two, and then see over the years which one has a higher IQ and all that stuff. All you're going to be looking at is environmental samples, pure environmental samples. You're never going to come across a biological determined fact when it comes to IQ, because that's just unethical. Scientists don't do that. They're not going to grow kids out of labs to try to see, okay, this one's white, this one's Black. Let's put them in the same environment, and over time we'll see if they develop higher or lower IQs. That's not going to happen.
You know how much jail time?
Right. All you're going to look at is socioeconomic sample dating. That's all you're going to look at, you know? And these things could be easily explained by certain policies that have been enacted that prevent people from getting higher education, things like that. And then that's kind of what woke me up a little bit. It's like, if you have policies that are documented, like Jim Crow and others, for example, right, that show that Black people and brown people were also purposely by the government put down for many generations in society. They weren't allowed to expand their wealth. Their wealth was always distributed to white neighborhoods, etc. Obviously, if that happens for generations, for many generations, and it's law too, obviously people are going to have lower IQs compared to the other group. That's just how it is. And these white nationalists, when you show them these documented policies that actually happened, and they literally write down, we don't want non-whites to get the upper hand here, they have nothing to say, because to them it's just, oh well, you're you're inherently inferior and you're just never going to change because that's just your biology. But notice that they never identified the gene. Like, if you're telling me that there's genes responsible for the IQ, tell me, name the genes. Can you name me any genes?
Yeah, there's
they
no
never
genes
give you.
like
Yeah, they
like
never give you.
No,
these
field,
people.
the field that would cover IQ would be psychology. So again, that would be the wrong academic field to be talking, right? So they still have those tests. They're called Watson tests. That was like the original name.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's also
IQ tests now, but they're the same type of questions that they still use.
But fellas, hold on. You know, there's still also something called the real world too. One of the assertions that were made, based on the bell curve, was that, hey, the eventual conclusion that we have to come to is that it's not black people's fault that they're stupid. So let's stop spending so much on education. They'll never get better. So why not spend more of that money on white students? That's one of the things that they were floating around on places like Red Ice TV and Identity Evropa, right? And so they're very sneaky with their stuff. They're very sneaky with their stuff.
They've been doing it. They've been doing it since house slaves were in the house and they were learning. They've been doing it since then. That's why there are certain universities where the requirements to get in are very hard for minorities to get in, because the type of content is only taught in the white schools.
But Roychess, you're African American, right?
Yes.
Okay, how do you feel about the Harvard Crimson? I made a video about this. I wanted someone from that extraction to come in there and opine on the topic, but you know, I did the stream kind of like very short, and I didn't give anybody enough time to come in there. But now that I got you, gotcha, bitch. But how do you feel about the Haitian, half Chinese girl who was basically hired as Harvard's first black woman editor for the Harvard Crimson?
I think I heard something about it, so I don't know much about it. So, I mean, as far
because
as
these dumb white nationalists would probably say affirmative action or something.
Well, wait. But the thing is, see, it's damn it, it's complicated. It wasn't affirmative action, Pocho, but it was.
No, that's what they say. That's what they say.
I know. It wasn't diversity hire. It wasn't affirmative action, but it was a diversity hire, because the sample sizes for, okay, look, the mass, you know, the things that you were discussing before, like the compounding generational effects that were on black people.
Yeah, the policies.
So now you have a whole pool of white people with those advantages, plus they're the majority population. So when Harvard is picking from like the countrywide sample, right, nationwide sample, to get someone qualified, look, what are the odds they'll ever pick a black person, you know, when they're doing it like that? So they have to put a spot there for somebody that they would have, you know, by sheer law of averages would never have gotten the chance. So they have to do something like that, right? So they have to put at least one or two spots open for places that, due to the population size, would never stand a chance at some sort of random selection or whatever. Okay,
right. The same concept is I have a black friend. I'm not racist. It's the same concept.
Yeah, but look. So it was a diversity hire because of that. Because the white population is bigger, and you know, all the things I just said. It was a diversity hire, but it's proper. Hold on, culturally Hispanic says, I'm smoking, waiting on a damn bus here in Brotep. No doubt. That's a good thing. You're hearing other panelists on here too.
Hey, Brotep, that's based.
But you know, so it was a diversity hire, but as a Haitian, I was pleased that a Haitian woman got it. But As a black person, I was offended because I'm seeing the fourth dimensional chess being played here. What happens is Haitian people, even though we're black, we did not go through the killing fields of the American slavery system. We didn't go through that. So that opportunity does not belong to us. These people are here and they suffered through all that. And it's time for them to finally reap the benefits of their suffering. And then they pull us in there and they're like, you know what? We're not going to pay you what we owe you, African American. Here's someone that looks like you, but isn't you, doesn't have the same history as you here. How do you feel about that? It's basically trolling. It's basically trolling.
I don't
because
I
this.
think they
I'm
think
sorry,
that
God.
way.
You don't see it that way?
No, I think they think of race as the way I described it before. That they're categories, they're boxes, and if you don't fit in the other three boxes, you jump into this fourth box. So they don't make the distinction. They don't make the distinction between Jamaican, Haitian, Black American, Nigerian. They don't make that distinction. They just put everybody in that box.
Well, to be real with you, I don't make that distinction either. If you my brother, you my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't make those distinctions either. Like I said, as a Haitian, I was like, okay, you know, that's nice. But as a black person, I disagreed with it, even though she's Haitian. Even though she's Haitian, I disagreed with it. They should have picked from that sample. Look, you got to make it fair. And sometimes you got to be unfair to make things fair, as paradoxical as that sounds. Because, like, let's say you have an environment, right, when it's mostly meat. And then, you know, you have gazelles there and you have lions, right? It's not fair to one of those animals. One of those animals, the environment's not going to be fair to. So am I going to say, well, they'll have to just deal with it? Life isn't fair. You know, like pull yourself up by your bootstrap. You know what I'm saying? Especially
you know,
something.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what people like Tariq said. Like the reason why Nigerians are like they bring them into the country is because like they're trying to how do I say this?
African Americans, supplant African
Americans. Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes. And I was wondering, like, yeah, like, do you believe that's actually a thing where they will use other black people to downgrade?
Yes,
African Americans.
Yes, that is a thing.
Yes.
That is a thing.
Okay, I yield my time to my brother.
With a lot of
yeah, go ahead, bro.
That was a thing for Nigerians in other places, but they would pick the highest tier ones. So that's been documented, I believe, and I think most African Americans know this, that they would pick the creme de la creme of those African countries to come over here.
Yeah, like the best of the best.
Yes, they didn't pick just average people. They picked the doctors, the lawyers, the creme de la creme.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with picking the creme de la creme, though.
Well, when they mix them with the black people here, of course they're going to speak down upon them because they're going to take the white guy side. So this is where, you know, the term, I don't know if people really understand what Uncle Tom means. Uncle Tom means two different things, right? So for the field slave, it meant one thing, and for the house nigga, it meant something else. So for the field slaves, it meant that the lighter skinned blacks typically would side with the master because they had favor with the master because they worked less. They were not worked as hard as the field slaves. So they had
their little caste, huh?
Yeah. So
like a caste? Okay.
Yes. So it was like, we're better than you because we're in the house. Now, it doesn't really matter about the skin tone. So you could have a dark skinned house nigger and then the dark skinned field nigger. The dark skinned house nigger would still feel that he's superior. But usually they would pick the lighter ones. But that's beside the concept. The concept was the people who in the house, regardless of their color, they had it easier. You have the easier job. You got 8 hours or 12 hours, and I'm doing 20 hours a week. I mean a day. I'm sorry, not a week. So 20 hours a day out of 24 hours is a lot of labor. Right, I'm just making up the numbers, but you get what I'm saying. I hope.
Yeah, we get the point. Yeah.
So if you're working an 8-hour shift and somebody's working a 4-hour shift and they're still making more money than you, it's like, yo, what's up with this? So that's what Uncle Tom means. So when you have uppity up blacks, and again, I'm using it across the board, regardless of location or regardless of their ethnicity. This is where there's some disparaging between the people, as they say. Blacks don't like blacks, but these are not. These are people from another country that don't like the American blacks. That's why they purposely put it that way, so that they could say that you're fighting amongst yourselves. This is how bad. This is how much chaos is in the black community, and I think other races see it that way. Whether you're Asian, whether you're Indian, or you're white, they see it that way. But people won't come clean and say that this is what they were told.
Well, you know what they say, like the African American fought for his freedom, while the Africans, like the actual Africans, they willingly take the boot and let these countries fool the leaders and steal their resources and stuff like that, like the Chinese and the Europeans and all that stuff. While the African American actually fights,
Well, it's different though, because when the Africans fought, they got wiped out. They got killed off. Like, it wasn't the same as if you protest in America on the street, it'll get coverage. In Africa, you protest, they'll just turn on the choppers and no one will hear about it for another 15 years. Like what France did with the African soldiers after World War, I think 1 or 2, when the African soldiers was like, yo, we want equal pay. And France was like, okay, and then just killed them all instead of paying them. So it's a little different, because I don't want to say it's a benefit of the African Americans, but they at least have a spotlight in the world. Whereas in Africa, no one's gonna really care. The only one that'll really care that matters would be African Americans, and in the level of power, they're at the bottom still, so no one's gonna actually care what happens to an African, So it's I guess they just learned to stop, because nothing's gonna happen. The African leaders that have fought for African people, they all get assassinated, and
yes, they do.
Somebody got him?
It is Mike? Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, but I was listening to that.
Yeah, the last thing I heard him say, they all get assassinated, and yes, they do.
Yeah, I was saying they get assassinated, right? And then America, France, Belgium, they're like, oh yeah, we did it, and then nothing happens from that, They're like, oh yeah, we sabotaged these African countries. We didn't want those Negroes getting anywhere.
No, it's estimated that at least 22 African leaders got assassinated.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, they just kill them off, and they're publicly yeah, we helped that coup. Who cares? Germany deserves its flack for the Holocaust they did to the Jews, but they did a similar thing, well, on a smaller scale, I guess. In Africa, no one really within the last 100 years, I believe.
Yo, there was nothing small scale about it, homie. It was worse than the Jews one, the Belgian one with King Leopold, whatever. What's his nuts? He killed.
Oh yeah, Leopold. Yeah,
he killed
10
over
million. Yeah, 10 million.
Yeah, they were I know, I don't hear most people oh, never forget, and it's if you
there
know
are some people that deny.
Kill off,
there are even some people that deny those numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet they do, So these people if you know that they can kill off millions of your population and not have any repercussions, you're not gonna. It's just disheartening, You're not gonna want to.
Yeah.
It's better to close your eyes and just sing a song instead of doing something, because I would give up. Well, I wouldn't give up, but for most people, they would give up.
Well, just like the in order to completely destroy the system, you have to literally completely destroy the system. Just like the Spanish came to the New World and completely destroyed the Aztec indigenous system, we need to do something that will destroy their system. But the only way to do that is you need the might, the resources, and the numbers, the people to be able to do something like that. And that's why when all these countries are so divided from artificial problems, I don't think, and civil wars and things like that in Africa, Latin America, etc., I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Mm. Yeah, I don't. Denise was saying that Latin American countries should unite, and I was like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think they should unite, but not under the people we got right now. Like
not
that'll
under
be a
Spain.
whole white supremacy problem, in my opinion. In my
Right,
opinion,
not under Spain.
Yeah. Or not just under Spain, but these people like Pocho, not you, Rancho and them. People like Rancho and Shivo. Can you imagine if someone with their sentiments have the rings of power? Yeah, like no.
Yeah, that's basically the return of the Spanish Empire, you know.
Exactly.
And they believe in like.
Can you check the private chat? I posted a link. So I'm not sure if everybody is aware of the term Dominican. Does anybody know where it originated?
You gonna ruffle some feathers. We don't touch on these topics around here.
I mean,
but I'll do it. I'll do it. Hold on.
It's more of a religious thing. Because I told you I studied philosophy before, right? And back in the day, in the Middle Ages, there was a religious sect called the Dominicans.
Yeah.
Right. This is way before the island had this name. Okay. So this is the Middle Ages,
like before Hispaniola. Okay, so before Hispaniola.
Absolutely. This is the Middle Ages. So this is if you study philosophy, especially Aristotelian philosophy, a lot of Aristotelian philosophy is adopted into Catholicism. So that's how I know about it. And I've never made the connection until just now. Like I'm thinking like, this country is called the Dominican Republic. And I know that there was a set of philosophies that relate to this because there was another sector that they were warring against. And they're called the friars. Like you ever heard of Robin Hood? You know, there's a character in there called Friar Tuck.
Yeah.
He was a monk.
Yeah, the story.
Right. So there was an actual set of religious people called monks, and they were Dominicans or they were friars for the most part. And they tend to have the Catholic faith. So by the time this island is being cultivated and people are starting to identify, the reason why they have a Bible on their flag is most likely because the term Dominican, they must have looked it up. And it was a Catholic religion. And so they used the term Dominican, and that republic means sort of like a freedom of a free society. So they wanted to be like a Catholic freedom type of definition for their country. I'm just putting two together. I'm not just saying that this is actual fact, but there's no question that the word Dominican was used prior to their country.
Yeah. Okay. So you have like a hypothesis that this is the origins, you know?
Yes, this is probably the origin where they got the name from. Why they chose that name. And right, I don't even think the Snow Taps know this. So maybe we can keep this on the back burner and somebody question them.
And hit them with it later. Yeah, you can roll up on them and ask them that shit.
Right. So where did you get the name Dominican? Where did you get the name Dominican Republic? Oh, we just made it up. Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, but the thing is, we gotta stop giving them chances too. Like let them fuck up. Then you know what I mean? Because the thing is, when they stay on there too long, I noticed that they start repeating the same thing. Who was it that was on there? I think Rancho was just repeating the same thing over and over again. And he has I was told that he has 5 different stories that he keeps repeating. One about some African kid that his family adopted. Another one about his friend who's really funny, his black friend Jamal, who's really funny.
Dude, imagine Rancho was just sitting there and like he has like stacks of papers just trying to be creative, almost like he's writing a song, and he's like writing a story about his friend Jamal. Oh, I'm gonna mention this to my YouTube folks. It's like
yep. Pretty much.
That'll be hilarious.
That's how I imagine it.
I wonder why he never brings this up though. I wonder why he never brings this up. If
the Dominican and Franciscan orders? No, I mean why is he not they know it. Come on, man, they know it. I think they don't say it because they want there to be a patriotic connection instead of a religious one. So that would be more easy to Yeah,
It's
but
definitely
you know,
religious.
no, I know, but to pass down the Jedi mind trick onto their stupid ass followers, they want to keep it patriotic. Meanwhile, they know the truth that its origin was a religious one. You know?
But you know the funny thing though, sooner or later you leave them to their own devices, they start turning on each other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, they adopt things like phalangism, which was I believe it was a 20th century fascistic not fascistic, but third position ideology from Spain, and they kind of want to apply that model to modern day Latin America. And my whole thing is like, why would you, if you're really pro Latin, pro us specifically, right? Why would you try to adopt these ideologies from Spain, from leaders who specifically only wanted the benefit of the Spanish people and not so much us specifically? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why not adopt a political system that comes from Latin thinkers themselves, like from this part of the world, the Western Hemisphere, and not from Spain? Why would you try to, why would you try to unite, try to find apply some ideology from Spain, with us? It's going to benefit them. Yeah.
Look, man, every once in a while they come out with the truth. They get tired of lying. Like Macho said, when he tried to take Viva Bella Extina's Dominican card away, he asked her, does she believe in Spain or does she pledge allegiance to Spain? And then she's like, no. And then he was like, you're not very politically savvy, are you? Spain is the Dominican Republic. That's what the man said on that.
I mean, come on. I mean, like Spain, they're going through so much trouble right now on their own. The last thing they're thinking of is the Dominican Republic. If people were going to migrate, I think they would go to more prosperous
places, yep,
Latin American countries than the DR, unless they had some kind of business venture that they could get started there.
They'll probably go to Argentina or like Uruguay or something like that. I don't think DR is on their list.
Chile, someplace that has a stronger economy.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, though, you have to make a distinction between the Spanish Empire and the ordinary people who went to Latin America to settle, because, I mean, they were having a really rough life in Spain. Spain was bankrupt almost from day one, and it got to the point where Spain started really taxing its own citizens very harshly, and that's why so many of them left to go to Latin America, because they were trying to get out from under that system, and they figured if they moved someplace else, they'd have a chance to,
these people, the Rancho folks and others, because it's not just them, they kind of copy from things that have been out there for a long time. But like the whole Hispanista stuff, they love talking about Freemasonry. That's one of the main things that they really like to discuss. They like to pretend that, like, because, every single revolution against every empire was done by Freemasonry, right? Or they'll talk about the small hats. And that's just historically inaccurate. Like, that might be true when it comes to like the French Revolution. There was certainly a lot of Masonic involvement there with Voltaire and stuff, and even people like Benjamin Franklin. I'm not going to get into that, but there's some truth here and there. But when it comes to the Mexican Revolution for independence, there were literally no Freemasons that I could find that were in the top military sect or anything like that rebelled against Spain. But these people always say, "Oh no, you're falling into the Masonic trap." That's why, they want you to rebel against the people that are oppressing you. It's like, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, please. There's a reason why these revolutions happen. It's not because of Freemasons.
Hold on. Hey, you shut your face.
No, I mean, that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Yeah, talking that shit like.
The point that I tried to bring up.
You went out for a second, Truth.
Oh, I said this is the point that I tried to bring up.
Truth.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I thought you were getting kidnapped by DomRen.
No.
But no, he's getting kidnapped by right-wing death squads.
Yeah.
right wing death
I
squads.
was
Yeah,
saying
let
that
Bar-
the
yeah.
thing is what I've been trying, what I had tried to explain to a lot of people. But the frustrating thing is that you think you're having a conversation with a rational individual, and then some point into it, you realize that you've been wasting your time with a complete lunatic, and that's kind of,
Well, that's DomRen. That's DomRen, bro.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that he takes such a beating and like a harsh, emotional beating from these people, like Chivo, not just the example of Chivo saying, "Hey, man, you gotta turn off your mic or turn off your cam. I don't want you showing your face because you look like a monkey or whatever." And then the people in the chat and the fighter complex live, them making fun of him. It's like, if you're dealing with somebody that feels absolutely no emotion from that, like they're okay with that, they're completely fine with other people putting them down like that. You're never gonna have a productive conversation with someone like that.
No. Hey, somebody wants to drop the link. Somebody wants to drop the.
I'm doing that right now.
Hey, Truth. Wouldn't you have to teach this guy how to reason first? Because clearly he needs it.
Well, the thing is, it's a waste of time, and I think a lot of my anger comes. I think I'm angry at myself for wasting so much time with people that really didn't deserve the attention, But like what I was trying to say earlier on is that I fucking lost my mind on Fighter's stream. I mean, no doubt about it. But the thing is, and I think that I really think like Fighter like set it up and I took the bait. But the thing is that, I've been putting off getting it off my chest for such a long time because I really genuinely didn't want to hurt his feelings. But the problem is that if you don't get things off your chest, then it sits and it builds.
Yeah, fester.
And festers. And with me, if I get to the point where I just don't want to fuck with you anymore, I'll just tell you what I think, and then you're fucking dead to me. But
these people
are hold on. Two new panelists, and I'm covering the stream just in case it's gay ops. Right? Welcome Klaus and Slayer. What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
First Klaus, then Slayer. Go ahead, Klaus.
He's talking about blood.
Oh shoot,
Slayer
what up,
is the
bro?
name. That's
My name's Klaus, bro. I'm a real one, and I'm a Nazi, bro.
Nah, bro, you're young God. I know that deep voice. You're not Klaus. You're young God.
Out of modern perspective, bro, you're fat as shit.
You're young God, bro.
Bro.
Fat, bro. I'm a Chad, bro. What the hell are you talking about? I'm a Chad, dude. bro. Listen, bro. There's a reason why you guys had to Photoshop me because you guys know I look good, and you need a deception, bro. You need a deception to fool people. You need a deception.
Bro, let's be honest.
No, it wasn't. I still have the. I have the original video in my hard drive.
All right, Klaus. All right, Klaus. Say something.
That's not Klaus. It's Young God. It's Young God.
Oh, I want to say something. Yeah, something interesting. I got you. Truth teacher, bro, is a big-headed nigger, bro.
Oh boy, you gotta come better. You gotta come better.
All right.
Like
you out.
What the hell?
And Klaus, take this on your way out.
Why do people keep talking about my forehead? Like I've been looking at this fucking thing for 54 years. Don't you think I already know that? Like,
well, the thing is, you got a huge head with a huge brain inside. That's what they have a problem with. Hold on, Slayer, what's going on?
What's shaking, bro? What's going on?
All right.
This is my first time on your channel, bro.
Okay.
I hear a lot about you, man. I'm around all these race realist channels, so I've been hearing about you. So I just wanted to come and check you out, bro. This is my first time.
I'm mentioned around race realists.
Yeah, I'll be around. Like,
apparently so.
Like who?
Well, I'll be around like Radical Latino and OG Rancho.
Oh, okay,
all
those
dudes.
guys. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
But do you have any opinions about what's going on here, or anything at all?
Well, I just want to hear the topic. What are you guys talking about?
Basically, the topic was a person. It was Dominican Renaissance, and the fact that he's got and you know, the topic was also creyente, and my message to creyente, if you happen to bump into him, is holla at me so that we can have a talk. He can come on the platform and tell his story, all right, and there won't be any judgment. Yeah,
what's your problem with them?
No, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with either of them. It's just that something funny happened. Hold on, something I'm sorry, go ahead.
Blood Moon has spoken.
Oh, what Blood Moon say? Hold on. I can't afford all these donations. No, Blood Moon, you don't have to donate all the time. It's just it's what I say for people who roll in. You know what I mean? Because
I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. Like, I hear you that you're a black nationalist, bro. I'm actually a white nationalist, so I just want to hear your opinions. And I see you're going at Dominican Renaissance. And
wait, but aren't you Salvadorian? Aren't you Salvadorian?
Yes, I'm Salvadorian.
Are you like a white Salvadorian?
I'm a Castizo, yes.
Oh, okay.
Where did you hear that I'm a black nationalist?
Around these other channels I'd be seeing in the chat. Oh, Bro Tip, he's a hater.
Did he just lag?
Bro Tip hates Latinos. He hates white people. So I'm just going by what I hear.
Word just lag.
I mean, look, they could let my legend grow for me. They could grow my legend for me. That's fine. But the truth is, less sexy than the actual legend. I'm not a black nationalist. I'm more of a realist, and I don't appreciate people putting my race down. If that makes me a black nationalist, then what kind of world are we living in?
Oh, I agree with you 100%, bro. Just like you don't want other people putting black people down. I don't want to hear people putting white people down. So
no. Listen, I don't allow that shit on the channel either. Have you heard any of that happen on this channel? Like white people getting put down?
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying I agree with you. I'm just on the white side.
Bro, we're all white. We're all white in the inside.
Yeah, right.
The white side is
all white on the outside.
The white side is the right side, bro.
The white side's the right side. But what made you want to become a white nationalist?
Bro, life. Since I was born, I knew I was white, so it's just part of nature for me to be with my people and be pro my people.
Well, I mean, I know plenty of white guys who knew that they were white. I mean, I give them the benefit of having a mirror at home, so they knew they were white when they were younger. And
yeah, but nowadays, there's a lot of cucks. There's a lot of self-hating white people.
No, okay. See, this is something that we talked about before everyone got here. Me and Pocho went at length about this, and we kind of did the math on it. Back in the 60s, I'll just restate it for people who haven't, people who have rotated in here. Like in the 60s, 70s, and stuff like that, if you wanted to be radicalized, what you had to do was join a group, right? If you wanted to be a neo-Nazi, right? 60s, 70s, 80s, right?
It's not about being radicalized, bro. It's about choosing your side, choosing your team.
I know. Let me just get through.
So this. I'm not gonna let no nigger. I'm not gonna let no nigger tell me what I should be or I should not be.
Okay. Look. I don't call you the C word on this platform. Don't call anyone here the N word. All right.
You're a nigger, bro. What do you want from me? If you can't take the word away.
All right.
Where did he?
We were so close to having a regular conversation. You want to try one more time?
Your time.
Slayer, come on, dude. It's getting good. Slayer, it's getting good. Come on, just don't say all this shit.
Don't come off yet.
Your time is coming soon, boy.
Oh shit, Slayer, you ruined it. You ruined it, bro.
Okay,
you ruined it.
Where did you get the ideas from?
Hold
on.
Where did you get the ideas from? Yeah, no, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We got people.
I get my idea from Adolf Hitler, bro. That's why.
But from what? Mein Kampf? That badly written piece of shit.
Watch your fucking mouth, bro. Where did you get your fucking shitty ass ideas, bro?
Hold on. Was he a Jew or not?
He ain't no fucking Jew, you fucking faggot.
Yes, he was.
Okay, I know everyone wants to rip into him, but calm down, guys. I know everyone wants to rip into him.
Nah, cause y'all never faced the real one, bro. Y'all face all these fucking
real one.
Why do you even show your face? I show my bro. I'm the only person in this panel who showed my face. You never show your face, Slayer.
I don't give a fuck about no showing no face, nigga.
All right, hold on.
That means you're afraid. You're afraid.
Yo, go eat your fucking pupusas, bro.
And this system, you got man, fuck you, nigga.
Go back to Salvador and eat your fucking pupusas, bro.
Go eat your fucking pupusas, bro. Who are you, bro? I don't even know who the fuck you are, you fucking faggot.
Show the
fuck are you, bro?
Faggot ass motherfucker.
Pussy ass nigga, I'll fuck you up, nigga. Where you at,
nigga? Go eat your pupusas, motherfucker.
Where you at, nigga? Where you at, nigga? Pussy ass nigga.
Go eat your fucking pupusas, bro.
Pussy ass motherfucker, bro. I'll fuck you up, bro. I'll fuck you up, bro. Seek high, motherfucker. Seek high, motherfucker. Seek high,
damn, bro. Okay. Seek hell, so edgy. So 2017. So 2017.
Pussy ass niggas trying to dick.
You're repeating, bro, like 2017 memes. Hell, Hitler, so edgy, so edgy.
Trying to suck it.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up. Show your fucking face, pussy.
Okay, Slayer.
Show your
I did.
Hold on.
I do all the time.
Everyone, hold on. Wait.
Pussy ass.
Okay. Everyone, please be quiet.
Y'all can't even have a real conversation. Y'all be chimping out and shit, bro. Like,
okay, yeah, we chimped out. All right, got it. Slayer. There's no insult that we haven't heard before. All right, now bring the arguments. Roy Tress wants to ask you a question. Pocho goes next. D goes third, and Truth Teacher goes last. All right, go ahead, Roy Tress.
All right, so my first question is, where did you learn your ideology from about blacks?
Bro, I have no problem with black people. I just believe we need to be segregated. I don't believe in this whole multiculturalism fucking faggot shit, bro. I have no problem with black people. I have black homies.
Oh, so you just think that you're on top of the hierarchy?
I believe my race. You're asking me a question, bro.
Right, yeah, I'm asking a question. So
okay, let me answer. I believe my race is the best, just like you should believe your race is the best, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe in, bro.
So let me ask
you
this.
I have no problem when black people say, "Oh, I believe that we're the superior race," and I have no problem when Asians do it, but I don't have no problem when I do it, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So do you believe in intermixing? So can your daughter marry a black person?
My daughter could do anything she wants, but if she does do that, she's not part of my family no more, bro.
So you'll disown her altogether?
I'll disown her, yes. 100%.
She cannot come back ever, even if she gets divorced.
100%.
So Slayer, you understand that that's not how things work, right?
She disrespected my
Slayer,
race. She disrespected my culture.
Slayer, you understand that that's not how dreams work, right? She's still your daughter, and
I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's all about respect.
I know. Hold on. And the grandchildren you have will still have a set of genes from you and a set of genes from her side. That's how genes work. That's how genes work.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. I don't believe in.
He thinks this is about racial respect. It's about racial respect.
Racial purity, bro.
You understand there's no thing as a pure race, right?
What do you call race? How
exactly.
How do you define race, please? Could you please tell us
races, white national? There's 4 races. There's 4 races. The Caucasoid.
What are they?
The Negroid, the Australoid, and the Mongoloid. Those are the 4 races.
Well, you can use more.
What about the Ameri-Indioid? What about the Ameri-Indioid?
They're Mongoloids.
Well, what's funny about Native Americans, Brotep said that all races are mixed.
Brotep, give me a chance, bro. I'm about to charge up. I'm gonna be back like in 30 minutes, bro.
All right.
There's a good conversation, bro. No disrespect. Okay. My bad.
No problem.
So that's for all the people who think I'm crazy. I didn't make that definition up.
Right? Brotep, it's very interesting that what you said about like all like every single race literally comes from admixture. Like there's not one group here that doesn't come from some type of admixture.
Yeah, but I mean they don't get it. They don't get how genetics actually works. But it is what it is, though. That's what we have to deal with. So
the point here the point here should be the American mentality instead of people coming from other countries. Notice that I agree with him and he agreed with me, even though he doesn't know me. His definition was the same as mine, wasn't it? Notice that Americans
Yeah,
who are born
but
here
I don't agree with
have a
either of you on
specific
that.
right. But it's not about what you agree with. You can't argue about what the definition of a triangle is, bro. If
No,
it's
I
an
got you.
American term, you have to
Yeah.
accept the American term. Period.
Oh no,
There's no
it's
I
not the
disagree.
no, it's not the terms I have a problem with. It's his whole spiel was kind of weird. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not. It's par for the course for white nationalists.
I've
but-
heard him say that the reason why he's a white nationalist is because supposedly right now.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Roy Chess, hold on.
That and supposedly, they need a cause. They always need like a villain. So supposedly, what's happening in Europe right now is that Muslims and Africans are invading the continent, and that the white race, they've never united before, obviously, but now they need to unite to fight against these non-whites. And if you look at the numbers, well, yeah, obviously it's not true. If you look at the numbers, it's projected that the Muslim population will be literally only 5% across the entire European continent, according to Pew Research. Even towards the year like 2040, it'll be like literally only 5% Muslim. So there's no Muslim invasion of any of these countries. But they need a villain. They always need a villain.
Also, there was a study done where a group of white guys, and I guess women too, a group of white people was sat down, and they put a series of photos in front of them where 12 white people and then like maybe one black person were in the photo, and they said the majority was white. Okay, the next photo in the sequence was something like, I don't know, 10 white people and like maybe 3 black people, and they said that they took the photo away. They asked them what was the split, and they acknowledged that the majority were white, and then the minority were black. When it came to almost even, but white people were still the majority. So let's say 8 white people in the photo and like 5 black people. When the photo was quickly taken away, and then they were asked what the demographics were, many of them recall black people being the majority on that page. There's a fear of a black takeover, and it's deep within them. It's deep within them. There's a lot of these things where I don't know if it's psychological or genetic, but for example, they kind of seem to believe that black women in particular feel less pain than other women. So it results in the under-medicating of black women by doctors. So whereas a white woman would get like 320 milligrams of painkillers, they'll give the black woman, like 50 milligrams of painkillers, because obviously she's a beast, right? She doesn't feel pain as much as humans feel pain. Hold on one second. All right, Slayer, welcome back.
Hey, yo, you guys can hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on here? What's this? So are you making fun of us?
We was kangs, bro.
Yeah, we was kangs. So are all your memes from like 2014, 2016?
Right, that's all that shit, bro. Like you gotta get some new content, dude. New content.
No, this is the only picture I have, bro. So I just put it. So
look,
we was kangs wasn't memes ever since I was like 13. You gotta get something new.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but I'm not even making a joke, bro.
Slayer, repeat after me. Renovate the hate. Renovate the hate.
I don't have no hate.
Get new
I don't
shit.
have no hate, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
This image is making fun of black people who feel a connection.
Okay, I'll change it up, bro.
No, you don't need to change it. This is great.
Go.
Oh, for crying out loud. One of the things that we could have been talking about, and then you're like getting rid of it.
Damn,
because y'all making a big
keep
deal
the content alive. Keep the content alive, man.
I wanna have a real conversation, bro. Y'all people on troll.
I see. I don't know if this guy's trolling. Some guy here, it says Black Lives Matter, and his black supremacy, and his YouTube name is also, it's authenticated with YouTube, Black Supremacy.
Oh, I know that dude. Let him on, bro. He's not a troll.
Okay. If he comes on here, if he does get out, you're both getting kicked off, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
All right. What's going on?
Yo, what's up? What's up, man? I noticed this Nazi Slayer. Me and him agree on a lot of things. We both don't believe in race mixing. He hates black people. I hate white people.
Okay,
One thing we can agree on is that there needs to be no race mixing. Fuck Hitler. Fuck white people. Why are you yelling, and I'm pro-black.
Fuck Hitler, bro. I agree with that, bro. Fuck Hitler.
You know what I mean?
Yelling?
Okay.
He wants to talk. I'm sorry. This is the way I talk. I'm a strong black man.
All right. Okay. So
you know what I mean? So we can agree on two things. I'm pro-black. He's pro-cracker. I don't believe in race mixing. He doesn't believe in race mixing. And that's what we agree. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there. Go ahead.
All right. So you keep showing your stickers or whatever that says Black Lives Matter. And I don't know if you just support the slogan or the actual organization, but you do know that the actual organization, Black Lives Matter, is run by a bunch of white people, right?
I don't give a fuck. I support the slogan and I like the artwork because Black lives do matter.
All right, I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking, bro.
That's
Relax,
why I bought
dude.
it. That's why I bought it.
Okay,
so I'm here on behalf of strong black men that take care of their family, strong black men that's standing up, strong black men that's not afraid to admit that they're black, even if they're Afro-Latino. That's what makes me sick. People in their ancestry talk about they're 70% African and 30% stuff. You're black. Society looks at you like black. In civil rights time, when they had two water fountains, one for color and one was for white.
And Clemente, he's talking about.
Right. He's talking about those two.
Thanks for having me on, man. I'm a new subscriber. I'm a new subscriber.
No
and I'm for my people. You guys resume with the show. If you have any questions, I'm here.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, do the panelists have any questions for Black supremacy?
Yeah, I have a question. So, what are your thoughts on Cliente? Like, was the dude trying to be Hispanic? Like, is he a self-hater or what?
What is he?
So Cliente, supposedly he was Colombian, but we found information that he was LARPing years ago as a Panamanian. So he seems to be like this black guy who, for some reason, wants to be Hispanic.
There's a lot of self-hating black people, and I don't understand it. We need to embrace who we are. We need to love who we are. There's a stigmatism in the media. There's a stigmatism in the world that says that black people are negative. But I'm here to let you know that a lot of us are positive. A lot of us do take care of our families. A lot of us do have jobs. A lot of us do believe in helping out our community. And I'm sick and tired of it. If you have any percentage of you in black, be proud of it.
All right.
That's my stance on it.
Okay. Any other questions for Black supremacy?
No, I'm good. You made it clear.
All right, so Slayer. But I know you guys do have questions for Slayer.
Yes.
Yes, got.
I would like to ask Slayer, when you use the N word, right? What is that word origin? You're not just talking about people of color. Is that correct or no?
When
Slayer.
I say nigger, bro, it means
Are you
anybody.
talking about? Right. Exactly.
Yo.
Exactly. So
what it is we took. I'm sorry to cut you off. We took a word that was meant to down us and made it a worldwide phenomenon. Do I use the word nigga? No. But you hear Mexicans, you hear Latinos, you hear Asians, all want to be black until it's time to be black. Yeah. Stop using our fucking culture. You hate black, but you want to be black. That's what I don't understand. You hate black, but you want to be black.
Hold on, I don't know his name. What's his name? What's his name?
His name is Black Supremacy.
Black Supremacy. Real quick question for you. Like if they tell you,
are you in a reptile terrarium? What?
I'm in my
pet shop. He's in a pet shop.
I'm in my snake room. I'm very successful. I breed snakes. I own businesses, and I live in a fucking castle. I'm in my snake room.
All right. I got a question for you then. Since you don't like the N word, right? If they were to tell you that the N word has nothing to do with color, would you still feel the same way? The original term, the N word that we black people don't like, it has nothing to do with skin color. Are you aware of that? Hey guys,
I can't hear
some people.
He couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. So, are you aware that the N word that you are adamantly against, it originally had nothing to do with skin color or race? Are you aware of that?
I know the word nigga means ignorant, and there's niggas in all different shades, colors, and forms. But people want to use it to be derogatory or black people. I bet you these people on the internet that use it look both ways before, if they don't see a black person, they use it. You use it around me, I'll break your teeth. Everybody wants to be black till it's time to be black. People walk around the mall, study the way we dress, study the way we cut our hair. Everybody wants to be black and they don't understand us, so they hate what they can't be. We walk into a room, all attention is towards us. Whether you're scared, whether your fucking woman is fantasizing about us, whether some fucking nasty cracker wants to pay us to fuck their wife, it doesn't matter. What we do is what we do. And we're powerful and we have good communities. And the internet and the fucking people want to portray us as being evil, but there's evil people in all races. There's evil people in all colors. There's evil people in all creeds. No matter if you're black, no matter if you're Afro-Latino, love yourself and love who you are. Look in the mirror and stand up and be happy for who you are.
Yeah, preach.
How come you didn't mention education?
Everything you just said is unassailable. Everything you said is unassailable.
I'm surprised you didn't mention education because black people have education as well. That's important.
A lot of education. Right? There's a lot of black, especially here in Louisiana. There's black doctors. There's black physicians. There's black brain surgeons. There's black construction crews. There's black framers. There's whole black neighborhoods with everybody successful. Education is very important. Every school year, I'm not the richest man in the world, but I do have wealth. I fill up 150 backpacks every year with school supplies, with shoes, free haircuts to the black community.
And snakes.
And I love snakes. Yes, I do love snakes, which are a product of Africa. And I do bring Africa home. I travel to Ghana. That's my Ghana currency that I hang on my wall. I am giving back to my I am giving back to my community, and I'm not just talking and talking. I just like the artwork. Every month it's Black History Month.
All right.
I like that one right there.
I got some more reptiles to show off. I just purchased a beautiful animal.
Yep. Got it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just very. I'm just very.
You're
very passionate. I'm just very passionate about.
Bro, he has more passion than you, dude.
Yeah, I believe.
Compete. You better compete.
Yeah, right.
And I don't hate everything that's white. Look at that.
There you go.
I just want to
very rare. It's an all white snake with blue eyes. Look at that.
Albino python. Yeah.
Hey,
no, that's called a blue-eyed leucistic. Go ahead, brother.
Okay.
I just want to point out that this brother here has done more for his community than Cam or Macho has, right?
Yeah, for that community. Yep.
What's your name, my brother?
My name is Roy.
Nice to meet you, Roy. Much respect to you, Roy.
Hey, bro, you may not hate those albino freaks, but I do. I hate those albino freaks. Blue eyes disgust me.
Thanks for having me, my brother. I just want
Blue
to
eyes
hop on
disgust
here.
me.
I just want to address those Nazis and people who talk tough over the internet, who don't know about our struggle, that want to be black till it's time to be black.
Yep.
You're so pro-Nazi, but you're calling us the N-word with the A. Get your swag up. Get your mind right. Stop fucking idolizing some fucking coward who blew his brains out. Fuck Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even want to admit that he was a Jew.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to admit he was Jewish.
If you're gonna act white, act white. Don't be listening to rap. Don't be listening to rap. That's just my advice.
But black supremacy. If you're listening, come back anytime. You know what I mean? I liked having you. You're a little intense, but I like it. I like the energy.
Yo, Brotep.
Yeah.
Yo, Brotep. You want to hear something funny?
What's going on?
So I just went over to Kem's channel, right?
Yeah.
And he's over there with one of these self-hating black women. Right?
Sid of the world?
Probably Cynthia G. Probably Cynthia G. Someone like that.
No, it was somebody else. She came on Tina's live one time, I think.
The Guyanese chick?
They over there talking mad shit about me, about how I'm obsessed with Dominican women and shit. And the thing is, Kim knows me. He knows that's not true. So I jumped in backstage, and he refused to let me in.
To let you in.
And I think he's got me blocked on the channel because I was like putting, like entering in the chat, I'm here, let me in. And,
oh yeah, me too. I can't reply to them anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, I know what Kim's gonna do. He's gonna sit here, do this stream, talk shit, and then he's gonna take it down tomorrow. Because and he's mad. He's mad because me and him were friends for years until he started, chumming up with Antonio, and then him and Antonio got docked. And
well, he said he was the one who got Antonio popular in the first place.
Well, he was the one that got Antonio popular in the first place.
I don't know if that's true or not. I just wanted to mention it.
No, it is true because I was friends with him at the time when it happened.
A bunch of assholes taking credit for making the other asshole.
Well, the thing about it is like Antonio made that video, right? His DNA video.
Yeah.
And because he was saying that he's not black, Kim gets all excited and invites him to do an interview on his channel. And that's how Antonio got his start. That's how his channel started getting attention because all of the racist, trolls in Kim, that followed Kim, they all went over to Antonio.
Huh.
So Kim is the one that gave him life. But you see, the thing about Kim is he's a chameleon. He'll pretend to be whoever you want him to be, and say whatever it is he thinks you want him to say. And then he's going to turn on you. So that's what happened with Antonio. Sooner or later, eventually him and, he turned on Antonio and then started talking shit about him. And, oh, man, it was just a fucked up situation. But, the thing is, I didn't want to
I don't hear anything. Am I the only one?
Hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
You know when you're friends with someone that's really toxic, and you got to break off the relationship, but they haven't done anything fucked up to you, so it would make you look fucked up to break up the friendship.
Yeah.
Because it would be oh well, he just fucking spazzed out on me for no reason. So
hey,
I was
supposed to come in.
Yeah, so I was like, damn.
Drop the link.
But he's really
bro. Can I ask you a question?
But, hold on. All right, we have a whole white nationalist on the panel. Can you guys please direct your inquiry towards him?
Why?
Nobody else has an inquiry towards Slayer?
He's back.
Oh, he's back?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, but he's
left.
Oh, hey. Oh, shit. Sorry about that.
Right here.
Oh,
Slayer, are you there?
Can you drop the link with Denise?
Yo, what's going
Denise
on,
is
bro?
here? All right, hold on.
He's not gonna
just,
he's watching soccer. I don't know. Watching some soccer, bro, right?
No, just rolling.
I didn't know white nationals watch soccer.
A blunt. Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, soccer was invented in Europe.
Hey, you into that shit, right? You into lean, bro? You into lean? You're into weed, bro? It's like don't Nazis think that's like degenerate, right?
Yes, that's degenerate behavior.
I never said I was
degenerate, bro.
What are you talking?
Yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure you said something about how you respect and you look up to Hitler, right?
I respect the man, but doesn't mean I'm a Nazi, bro.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, bro. If you are a Nazi, you smoking weed and lean, that would be degenerate, bro. That would be degenerate in Nazi Germany.
Bro? Why are you being a fag, bro?
A fag? What do you mean a fag?
You're over here dick sucking motherfuckers, bro. And then you go dick sucking other motherfuckers,
listen,
bro. You don't stand on shit, bro. You're a fucking
listen.
You're a pussy, bro.
Just watch my first video on YouTube.
Ain't nobody want to talk to you. Watch your fucking stupid ass videos.
All right.
Well, apparently you do.
You're a fucking faggot loser, bro.
Hey, all right, no more
and you're not, bro.
Slayer, please, no more.
And you're not.
Don't
Shit, please,
trying to suck over here nigger dicks. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Yo.
Wait. Slayer, nobody here.
About black.
Hold on, D, please. Slayer, nobody here is impressed. You're not based.
I'm not trying to impress nobody. Fucking.
I know
faggot.
you're not based. You're just rude.
I'm trying to listen into what y'all fucking dumbasses are saying, bro.
Okay, can I ask you a question then?
As long as they ain't stupid, bro.
Okay, so look, man. I get the whole, Europe thing, right? That Europe's supposedly being invaded by Muslims and everything. There's a threat, but you're Salvadorian, right? There's no threat in El Salvador.
I believe in the unity of white people, European people. I don't give a
everywhere?
fuck about Europe.
Okay,
yes,
okay. Everywhere. Oh, okay.
They need to preserve their culture.
But you do realize each culture and each nation is different, right?
Yeah, each country has their own form of nationalism. Yeah.
No, I'm saying culture. Like you said, white people worldwide need to preserve culture, but each white person literally has their own culture.
That's what I said. Each country has their own form of nationalism, bro. But it's
still white. So you're nationalist. So you're third position. Okay, I see. You're third position.
Bro, you're a fucking idiot. Go ahead, bro.
What do you define as white?
He doesn't even know what third position is, and he looks up to Hitler. What an embarrassment.
What's your definition of whiteness?
Bro, that's a stupid ass question, bro. You already know.
Would the Jews be?
Well, let us know. We're all brown people here. We have low IQ.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, let us know what your definition of white is.
Y'all some fucking stupid ass niggers, bro.
I know. That's why you need to let us know what's your definition.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. Jesus Christ, bro.
I just want to say one thing.
Christ.
First, hi everybody. Sorry that
I was late.
I was caught up on something else. Second is, the views and statements of what this person said does not have to mean that we are in agreement with him or that it represents us nor this channel. Let's just put that out there.
Yep.
No, bro, that dude's part of MXBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where his affiliations are, but that necessarily mean we're in agreement with him. Now, after letting that out.
Okay.
Now
we have a joke going on. We have a joke. They represent MXBC. I represent MS-13.
Oh my God. But seriously, to be honest with you, I came here because, I wanted to throw in my 2 cents with the whole fever of quote unquote exposes we're seeing from the slow tap side. And, I had to show up for my brother Truth t-shirt,
Thank you.
And like I say, I'm just so disgusted that we're seeing a display on like how racist people and people that like to divide others. And also, let me not continue with the adjectives, but we're seeing how they're using now this exposés as a new tactic to actually target Black men.
Yep. All right, you saw that too. Okay.
Because they're doing this to Creyente first, and in the same week now they're doing it to Truth t-shirt. That's the way I see it. I could be wrong. I could be making this shit up, but that's the way I choose to see it. So I'm like, this is a new trick. I mean, I commend them for coming up with, for being creative.
Finally.
Yes, they're creative. I'll give them that.
Yay!
Like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yay!
I think some of them just need to update. Yeah, they need to just update their aesthetics, honestly. I mean, the dude came in with "We was Kangs," it's like
memes,
that was a meme since I was 13, bro. It's like change it up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's. I'll give them that. You know, we
He
asked
needs,
them
yeah,
for.
he needs a Nazi makeover. Like
Yeah,
He needs an update.
yeah, update on the app, the Nazi app.
yeah, for sure. It's like I said, it's I'll give them that, you know, credit for creativity. You know, they came up, we asked them to pull up, and this is their way of pulling up. That's the way
That's the
I
way of
see it.
pulling up. Yep.
Now, in my opinion, are they exposing us? No. Because this is the thing. Yes, we might have aspects of our lives that we would like to keep private, but it's nothing that we're ashamed of, by the way. You know, it's like there are things that I'm not public with here on YouTube simply because that's nobody's business. Now, if it were to be exposed, I could literally care less. And I don't think neither of us really, after, you know, sometime will care to a degree, you know, because we're the same person here and outside. We have the same ideals here and outside. We are the same person that, you know, stands their ground here and in the real world. So these people actually think that quote unquote exposés will work on us because actually they're not the same person they portray on the internet. So they assume that all of us are the same, that we're faking this, that this is not real, that you know, we're not living this life. Yes, unfortunately, you know, there are people out there that are not fake. There are people out there that believe and are ready to stand up for what they believe is right.
There are people who actually show their face, like me.
Yeah, like me. Like I literally ran out of fucks to give about hiding myself from who. I don't have to hide myself from nobody. I don't give a flying fuck if oh my God, we discover a secret, you know, she has a tattoo on, you know, one finger. Let's say, for example, I don't give a flying fuck about that. You know, I don't care about, it's like I said, you have to be ready. And I think we're all ready for seeing these ignorant people try to investigate our lives all the way back to our childhoods, because they cannot understand simply that what we're saying today makes sense and that their way of thinking is retarded. So it's like I said, it's like it doesn't work. It doesn't pose any benefit to nobody. So let's just keep it moving. But in reality, this is a circus to me.
You know what I don't get? I really don't understand why, like, some of these Mexi bros right there, these Mexicans on YouTube, it's like the ones that are anti-black, bro. It's like, what makes you think that mestizos are at an upper position, upper class than, you know, black people? You know what I mean? It's like there's a reason why we have, you know, street gangs and all that stuff. It's like people who are the lowest of the low, you know, adopt things like street gangs, you know, from protection and things like that. You know, white people don't have street gangs because they were privileged and, you know, obviously all throughout American history. But the people who do have street gangs are black people and us. Why do you think that is? Oh, well, it's because we've been living side by side together for so many years. Why do you think that is? Because we're both under this fucking boot. We're both the bottom of the bottom.
But
so why are you being anti-black?
But you want to know something, though? It's only from, let's say, the 60s that we stopped having white gangs. The black and Latino gangs actually began as a way to protect themselves from the white gangs when the majority of white people were living in the inner city. But with the New Deal thing, you know, after World War II, and, you know, like the opening up of these exclusive white suburbs, like they started moving out of the inner cities. But originally, when Latinos and blacks came to New York and came to Chicago and LA and all of these people, the reason why they started gangs is because they had to protect themselves against the white gangs that were there and the police who were, you know, collaborating with those gangs, you know, to oppress us.
Well, who are racist? You know, like the Crips, for example, started because of a response from like police brutality and racism originally.
Exactly. It's
you know?
just, it's just fucked up that it took a left
Yeah.
turn and became, something really toxic, but
Right. No, but I try to make a point with the gangs because the only people who have street gangs are people who live in poverty and who are at the bottom of society. And that's us. I mean, that's brown people and black people. So if you're mestizo, right, you're not upper class. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not at the top. You're really at the bottom alongside with the blacks. So I don't understand why these guys feel that there's such a necessity to be anti-black. I don't get that.
It has to do with income, probably, because they're maybe of a higher income. They're not making $10 an hour.
I don't think it's even that deep. Like, in my opinion, the whole anti-black thing with these people, from what I've seen, comes from their own low self-esteem. I'm hearing like a lot of noise.
My mic was muted, so that's not me.
Okay. So, like I was saying, it comes from low self-esteem issues. When we're not confident in who we are, we have to, or we tend to put others down to make ourselves feel superior. When we see these things in other people, you can tell that that person has low self-esteem. And unfortunately, it's like I have always said with the mental health. In our communities, we have so much to give to the world. We have so many pros. However, all the progress that we can make gets hindered by mental illness because we have left untreated generational trauma due to colonization, brutality, massacres, genocide. And they can keep bringing the Catholic Church and all these spiritual patches that they have put on our community. But at some point, like, how much longer is going to take for us Latinos to realize that we're just as broken as African Americans, in reality, and that we have more in common than we have different. Nobody's telling you that tomorrow you're going to wake up and you're going to stop being a Latino and you're going to be an American or African American. What we're telling you is we have the same problems and we can learn from each other. African Americans can learn from us, the concept of coming back to what family was that they have lost. And we can learn from them how to survive in this hostile environment because they have mastered that in its bulk. Yes, they do get some crisis here and there, but if you think about it, they get stuff together. They advance their agendas, even though it costs them sometimes a lot of lives. So they have learned a fair share of how to deal with the land that they're in and the laws. We can learn from them. They can learn from us. The thing is, like, when you let your emotions cloud you and you become this racist person, instead of listening and reasoning how things work, and that's just something that people have used to put you against other group of people that could be more beneficial to you than if you guys were apart, then we come here, we don't understand the way of the land, and we eat up and drink the Kool-Aid of white supremacy. When they give us little privileges here and there to advance our agenda, and tell us, hey, that's the group you don't want to be associated with. And that's why that anti-blackness sentiment keeps surviving in other minorities. There's a reason why every minority is against African Americans. It's because of that. And the fact that people cannot understand how America functions, I'm flabbergasted. I have no words on how to keep explaining this to certain people. It's Radical not even that deep. No, they're just, like I said, they're I don't know what's their goal. They either don't care about Latinos and our lives, and also they don't care about African Americans or other human life. They don't have to even be your community. You're seeing people, going through some stuff. Even if you weren't going through some stuff, how can you say with one hand you're Catholic and you want to be this and that, but with another hand, you're saying that you really should not get involved in, fighting for equality for people that you're seeing going through some hardship?
I think the whole Catholic
that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say it's bullshit.
Radical wants the link. Got the link.
It's like I said, that's some bullshit, because if you think about it, if they believe in Jesus, that's why I don't believe in this, because if you look at Jesus was not on the side of white supremacists. What will be translated, back then as the synagogues and this Hebrews and stuff. He was more into the oppressed. That's why he died, because he was controversial and people did not like that he was right. Yes, so I'm like, how can you be so Catholic and go by the Bible and stuff? Because it's so crazy that we, the ones that are very skeptical, we're more spiritual rather than religious. And we can get that better than the actual people that quote unquote practice the religion. It doesn't make sense.
Right. I can answer that real quick, because the Catholics believe that humans are above animals, and we all know that the brown people are animals. So that's pretty much their definition and why they do that.
Jeez.
They don't see us as human beings. So we're like half. You've heard of the 3/4 monkey type of rule. We're not humans, and they're above animals. You can't ask a Catholic, are humans mammals? Like most of us should know in elementary school or junior high school, you learn that what mammals are, and humans fall under mammals. Animals that give milk to their young.
The Catholic Church literally treated Native Americans, the Spanish, they treated Native Americans like little children. Like that's what they thought they were. They were like children.
Well, they think of anybody that's not them less than human. So that's why they believe that. So only God's children are human, and anything else is going to be treated less than. Maybe you'll be treated just above a dog, but you're almost human, so I'm going to treat you better than the dog, perhaps, but you're still below.
But at the end of the day, this all goes back to the aristocratic system back in Europe, because the aristocracy, they treated everyone else below them like animals. That's the way they thought about them. And the whole thing about racial purity and all of that all started with the nobility class. I mean, like in England to this day, they still have books.
The interbreeding and stuff,
Yeah, that outlines everybody's pedigree. I mean, you'll hear them talking about things like a person's pedigree. They would never marry a commoner. At one point, they considered the commoners, they considered them to be a separate race.
What's funny about these, these noble classes is that in England in particular, they would marry into like Jewish families, right? So, because they kind of believe that they were Jews themselves, like with the whole British Israelism stuff. I'm pretty sure you heard about that. But what's funny is that the people they were mixing into are mixed race themselves. Like Jews are not pure at all, but they believe that they are. It's like it makes no sense.
Well, I guess if it doesn't show, then they can make believe like it's not there. But this whole thing that I wish people would really understand.
Bro Tep, Truth, give me 1 second. Bro Tep, I saw already Sundown and Radical wants you to drop the link. I don't know if Bro Tep is here.
Timmy Turner has a burner. Brad, you know that song, right?
Yo, Bro Tep, you sleeping?
I don't know. I think
I have no clue. Bro Tep, what's up, bro?
I think the Catholics got him.
The Jesuits.
They got him.
Maybe he fell asleep.
No,
Jesus.
He would never fall asleep like that.
He's done that before.
Really? No, I'm right here. What's up?
Okay, thank God. The Catholics.
Oh, bro, we thought the Jesuits got you. Bro, we got
Yeah,
we
they got me,
thought the
right?
Jesuits got you.
Yep. The Franciscans and the Dominicans, right? What's going
Sundown
on?
and Radicals in the back.
Oh,
No,
Radicals in the back? I don't see Radical.
Radicals.
Oh, they
No,
want the link.
they want the link.
Oh, hold on one second.
But you know,
Yeah,
like
but
I was
I'll put right there. I'll be right back. I had to run an errand, and then I heard you guys say my name.
Morena was the only one that heard you.
Oh, okay.
like I was saying, you know, the thing I wish people would understand is that white supremacy, at the end of the day, it's really not about race. It's about class.
Yeah.
You know, and the racial caste system that they created was just an extension of the European class system. You know, and it was just designed to keep that 1%.
Facts. Yeah, I always said that white supremacy, because people always say, oh, well, if white supremacy exists, how come the lower white people, you know, how come this is happening? How come this is happening? I'm like, well, just because it's happening to normal everyday white people doesn't mean the ones at the top who actually own the firms and own everything aren't the ones that are oppressing everybody else. Exactly. So it's like it's both a class and a racial system at the same time, if you could believe it, you know?
Yeah.
What up, Brad?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for.
They're talking about me, Daddy.
Oh, hell no! No, let me stop.
Pull up summer continues.
Yo,
pull up summer, bro.
Thank you for having
We
me.
mentioned white supremacy, and here he is.
Yep.
Yeah. I was waiting.
Right.
I was waiting outside like I was winning in the club. You know what I'm saying? So
around this time last year did all the shit.
Hey, Rad, bro. I hope you got that burner because it's pull up summer, man.
In fact, talking about that, Pocho sent me a link to one of his songs. Yo, that shit was fire. I'm not gonna
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It was fire. I feel
Send
like
it to Brotep, bro.
I want to hear.
I feel like towards the middle, you should have like maybe say what he's gonna do with the burner a little bit more better in a clever way. But
okay.
Overall, fire. It was fire. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I wanted it a little simple because you know how modern songs are these days. You know, it's simplistic and people still listen to it. You know.
You're right. No, but it was very catchy. I'm not gonna lie. It's like it's like an earworm. You know what I'm saying? It was really catchy. I'm not gonna lie. It was really catchy. But
thanks, brother. Thanks.
No, it was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. It was. But let me.
They still talking about truth over there. I'm on Kim's thing and
really. Oh my God, Kim too.
Listen.
Oh my God, these people are weird.
It's okay. It's gonna listen. It's okay.
Hold on. Let me snap the stream.
They both getting on him, bro. Tweets got them shook.
Wow.
Yeah. See, the thing is, whenever we gotta understand something. Whenever people, doesn't matter who it is, whenever people fight for unity, fight for justice, and go against the status quo, they're gonna become a target. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna become a target. So this isn't a surprise to me. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a surprise. The thing is, how it just took a little bit longer.
It's not a surprise to me either.
It's not a surprise. This really shows, if anybody's confused, this really shows the fear that that they really have. This really shows that they can't combat nothing that he says, so they have to go into personal attacks. They can't really combat anything that Truth is bringing out there, because let's be honest, Truth, he's a mental powerhouse. He comes in and actually starts poking holes inside these people who have illogical ways of thinking.
With knowledge and proof.
And the thing is, what do they do when he comes into these rooms? You're gay. You got a big forehead.
Yeah, you got a big forehead.
Get him out.
You're a gay Egyptian priest. You're a gay Egyptian priest.
Yeah. And stuff. So they go with personal attacks, and the thing is, because they can't combat something that he's actually bringing to the table, So when you actually tell them, okay, actually combat my talking points, it's gonna be stuttering season. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be stuttering city. all you're gonna hear is that, and nobody's gonna understand and see the flaw in this person's logic. And that's what truth brings to the table. He brings in truth. Funny enough, he brings in truth. He brings in knowledge, and he brings in the mental stability of somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Well, that's his name.
These people, all they do is run with emotions. That's all they do. They run with emotions.
And they just lock on the same trope.
And made up
women.
Exactly, and made up history.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. That's all it is. And these are very sad individuals who either aren't adults, live in their mom's house, or live in the basement of a garage. And
you know what's crazy?
And this is not.
Oh my god!
This is not something. Again, this is not something that I'm making up or just saying out of no. I have text messages to prove what I'm talking about. Am I going to put it out there? Maybe. But the thing is, this is not something I'm making up. This is 100% real. So obviously they're going to go and attack other people just so they could feel superior, because in their life they can't control the inferiority position that they're in.
Yeah, it's like the low self-esteem I was talking about. I don't know if you heard it.
DomRen literally lives, like, he still lives with his mom, bro. Like, he's 19. And what's funny is that I'm only 18. I already moved out of my mom's place. They still live with their moms, and then they're saying that I'm a loser. Like this other guy that dropped in. I don't know if you heard that.
Bro, listen. I haven't been listening for long, but listen. I'm not gonna do no measuring contest here or who's better and who's not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I legit moved out of my mom's place when I was like 21, turning 22. From 22 all the way till now, I'm 33. Damn near 11 years, I've been on my own. Yes, have I done little fuck shit in between? Yes. Did I find some pink slips in front of my door? Yes. You know, but
well,
at the end of
we
the day,
have all been there.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I still grind on my own and I still did things on my own. The thing is, it's very, 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 it's very easy to make blanketed statements and say certain things about individuals when you're not living that type of lifestyle. When you're an adult with real adult problems and real adult things that are happening, you don't have 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 hours to be on YouTube all day. You don't have all that type of time to watch 6 to 10 hour videos talking about BBC and getting clips from that. You don't have the type of time and the type of luxury to fall back to your parents that actually own everything, and there's nothing under your name. You don't have that luxury to actually fall back into something and actually watch, watch 5 live streams that are 10 hours long. You don't have that type of luxury. So these people, they're living a adequate downgraded value, and this is what they're pissed off about. So it is what it is. To be honest, I don't blame. I understand, but I don't blame.
No, look, I didn't want to flex or anything. It's just that these people are here calling me a loser, and I'm like, bro, I moved out of my mom's. I got my little apartment here, bro. Where the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, where the fuck are you?
But let me ask a question, because I mean, in Latin America, I don't know if you guys are aware, but we don't kick out our kids at 18. I know that's an American way, and I know, I'm not putting anybody down or calling out anybody, right? But I moved out of my mom's house at 25, right? And that's like a healthy age in Latin America. Like, you don't want to be 30 living with your mom, of course. So, at 18, you're still kind of not ready. But my question is, so if you guys move out at 18, like, that's what I mean, like, mad respect. Like, I was not ready at 18. Anyway.
No, I just can't handle my mom. Yeah, I just can't handle her. Yeah.
So, what I was telling you. Oh, so basically, what age are these dudes? Are they all like DomRen, like 18, 19?
No,
or...
no. I'm gonna tell you right now. Kim is 30-something years old, lives in the garage with his parents.
So he's like around our age.
Yes,
because I'm on my 30s.
Yes, he is.
Oh my god, and I've been almost a decade living on my own.
He claims that he has a business. In reality, he doesn't. That's his parents' business. The name is not
his business is BBC all day.
Wow.
The name under his parents' business is not under him, is under his sister. The reason why they don't trust him to run the business beats me, whatever it is, I don't know. But my whole point is that he's way worse off than anybody up in here, okay?
Really?
He literally told me, check this out, and again, I have text messages to prove this. He told me, and Truth Teacher, I found out later that he told the same thing to Truth Teacher, that he doesn't know how to talk to women, and he hasn't had a girlfriend in 8 years, well, now 9 years.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. So all the time I've been in California, he has not had.
I'm dead serious. Truth. Am I lying?
Oh, that's
maybe
why.
some simping. Maybe some simping could help him out.
Wait, Truth. Am I lying?
Out there like that. I wasn't gonna put his shit out there like that, but now, yes, I can't.
That's a long time. That's a very long time.
Liar. I mean,
exactly. He has
but
not had a girlfriend in
listen,
9 years. So.
This is why, like when I first started talking with him, I befriended him because I realized like dude really didn't have any friends, and the thing about me is that I do have a very compassionate side. And I can look beyond a person's bullshit and see the human being that's there. And that's what I did with Kim, And I thought, my naivete, I thought that if he had a friend and he had somebody that, like gave him unconditional friendship, he would kind of change. But, the thing that I had to realize is that nobody ever changes unless they really make a concerted effort to work on it. And, so I found myself in a really weird spot because he wanted me to join him in his, in that darkness. And I really couldn't. He'd be sending me these videos and it's like, dude, this shit is just like so depressing. I don't want to watch. I'm not an advocate of sex tourism, So why do I want to fucking sit down and listen to a bunch of guys talking about how they're going to Dominican Republic and Colombia to pick up hoes? It's like, I don't want to know about that.
I'm just astonished. I'm astonished that this guy has over 5,000 subscribers and all he talks about is BBC all day, bro.
He has over 5,000 subscribers.
That explains it, though.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Does he really have that many subscribers now?
I believe so. Just look up Chem123. It's around 3,000 or 5,000.
So we have 3,000 losers?
No, he's only got
how much? 1,000?
To 1,029.
I can't hear because D is over talking everybody. Okay.
He's only got 1,029.
Oh,
okay. So he has 1,000.
And it took him 5 years to get that.
Yeah, but I mean,
okay.
Dude was literally putting out. Still
though, that's pretty disturbing, bro. Like 1,000 subscribers. The hell?
Jesus, for like 11 years, he was putting out videos like every day for 11 years.
Holy crap, bro! Something must have happened. I don't know. Like maybe his girlfriend went for a black dude. I don't know. That's weird.
I know the story that he told me. I'm not gonna put it out here. Like,
no, tell me. I'll say it.
No, I'm not gonna tell. I haven't even told you. Cause listen. He told it to me in confidence, and so I'm not gonna put it out there.
Truth, you're such a nice person. Guess I would have put that shit out there like yesterday.
I'm too nice, and the whole thing with DomRen, I admit that I felt like Fighter played me, and I fell for the trap. But the thing is that the anger was just so pent up, You know, because for years I've been putting off, like really shutting him down. And like Rad can tell you, Tina can tell you, I would call him, I'm like, damn, you know, I don't want to be the one that like pushes this guy over the edge because he's obviously cuckoo. You know, and I did make like a sincere effort because let's be honest, man. When my mom dying and everything that I experienced, that kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I said a lot of fucked up things to him, you know, out of anger. And that's not who I want to be, you know. So I felt bad about myself for doing that. So I went and I made a concerted effort, like, dude, okay, look, I know I've said some fucked up shit, but I apologize, you know, and because he had said that he really wants to learn why Black people have certain ideas. So I said, okay, you know, I'll take you at your word, and I really apologize. I'll, you know, like on my word, no insults, no attacks. I'm just gonna have, you know, a conversation and, you know, explain things to you. And but the dude was just like a fucking idiot, man, you know? And it got to the point, like, after all the shit blew up with Kim and Antonio, and then, like, I was like, you know what? I'm done fucking wasting my time with people who don't want to make a change. So when it came
Would
around,
you ever have a debate? Sorry to interrupt, but like, would you ever have a debate with, say, like Rancho or someone like that? Someone who's a little bit more intellectually based.
The thing with Rancho is that listen, all of these people, they really don't have any sincere desire to have a conversation with you because they're so wedded to this thing. It's like religion for them. So if you talk to them and you counter, you know, you counter their argument, it's like telling them, you know, they would have to admit like there's no God. And there's no way they can allow themselves to do that. So if I try to have a conversation with Rancho, he's going to start calling me gay. He's going to start talking over me. He's going to start yelling. He's going to start insulting because I'm going against his religion. Hispanidad and this fantasy land of the Spanish Empire, you know, the good old days, that's his religion. You know, so there's no way he's going to let me do that. So why waste my time? And that's what happened with Art Panaka. You know, by the time me and Art Panaka bumped heads, you know, he was just showing me that he wasn't willing to listen. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit, man. Why am I wasting my time with people like this that are just like stuck in that zone and they really don't. I mean, like, you're different. It's like you was on that bullshit, but you made a sincere.
I just did my research, man. Like, I started looking into things. I'm like, you know, we're kind of in the same boat as Black people. Like, we're both at the bottom of society, and, you know, being ruled over by white supremacist oligarchs, and you know, that's kind of what did it for me. I was like, you know, all this racialist bullshit, it's not really for me. It's kind of like for the white boys who watch American Renaissance and stuff like that, not mestizos. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I snapped out of it myself. But some of the people who are still stuck in that camp are either completely immature, right? Or they're young, you know, people like DomRen, who for some reason, despite them being 67% Black, they want to be a part of the white nationalist club. They want to be a part of that subculture and all that stuff.
Let me ask you something. Do you know for a fact that he's only 19?
I believe he said so in the stream. He's 19 years old.
Jesus.
And he goes to college. Yeah.
Now, you know, you see, this is another reason why you need to just like not fuck with some people. So that means that this motherfucker really was a teenager like 3 fucking years ago when he was talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, so was that. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I had another. Years ago, I had a channel by the name of Julian Price, and I literally had like over 300 subs on that channel. And I kind of did similar stuff to DomRen. I wasn't aware of DomRen back in those years. I was kind of like, around like the Jared Taylor, Red Ice TV type of sphere, but I never came across him. But yeah, just like back then, you get into that stuff through politics. That's kind of how he got into that stuff.
All this time, all these years, I thought I was dealing with an adult.
No. People thought the same thing about me too back then. I should upload a video one day reviewing my old BitTube page just to kind of show people how I used to look, because I used to show my face too. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Man, like, honest to God, I thought that I was dealing with somebody that was like in their early to mid 20s.
You would think because of the intellectualism, right? But keep in mind that, we were kids during these times, and because we live with our parents, we have no responsibility. We could just spend hours on day reading stuff. That's how we become versed. And you think we're adults, but we're not.
Well, look, I thought he was an adult. I didn't think he was very bright, but I thought he was an adult, because to me, like, if you're a teenager, what are you doing fucking around with adults,
I don't know, bro. Loners, bro.
Why are you in spaces having conversations?
School chads are stealing our girlfriends, so we need our own safe space.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. For real? This nigga is only 19 years old.
Like I said, he wasn't the only one, man. Years ago, I was into that white nationalism stuff too, and a pick me and all that stuff. But
dude, I
grew out of it.
I literally have underwear and sweaters that are older than this motherfucker. Oh my God, I got that are older than.
Well, you said you met him in real life, right? Like over at New York or something.
Like, he's really skinny and scrawny with a hunchback and really dark, and but he walked right in front of me. But God damn, man, he's had a rough.
Well, see, the thing with white nationalism is that it kind of gives you a sense of purpose, and because it's reactionary in nature, they kind of try to make it as hip as possible, because obviously no one's going to want to be a skinhead in these days. You know what I mean? So they kind of changed their tune a little bit.
Well, you know what threw me off? Because Antonio is like, what, 32 or some shit like that?
I don't know. I think that dude's straight up like in his 40s, bro. Like, looks old as fuck.
Him and DomRen are fucking with each other. So I'm figuring that this kid got to at least be. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck was he doing hanging out with a dumbass teenager?
I don't know, man. The intellectualism, they both share an ideology, and that's enough, apparently.
Oh my God. Yo.
Yo. This is what happens when somebody steals your girlfriend. You spend hours researching online and getting into like weird fringe subcultures.
That shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, he's hunchback as fuck, man. He spends his whole goddamn time in the fucking game. God, now it makes sense. Holy shit. Yeah. Dude is skinny as fuck.
Isn't this sad though? Like, isn't that, let's be honest, isn't that like sad that people are wasting their lives away like this?
Wow.
Like, to a degree.
Well, the good news is that, I mean, I don't know about Antonio. Antonio is obviously in his 30s, but the good news is that some of these guys are a lot younger. So maybe the consequences won't be that severe if you're like a 17-year-old kid or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like in your 30s, like Antonio, living in a shack in the DR, it's kind of embarrassing.
No, it is for sure.
My new policy: I'm not fucking with anybody unless I know for a fact that they're, like a grown adult, man.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, I can't. It's like, I don't know if Brotep remembers. This was like, I think the first week when his channel started. He had a Shop It Up with, what's the name of the lady? Anyway, it was a lady that's in cognitive dissonance, right? And she was misquoting everybody. And when I mean everybody. And she started misquoting me on stuff I did not say. And there was a point when I explained to her trying to expand on what I meant by what I said to see if she will catch on, because it seemed like she didn't understood. And literally she replied to me another moronic stuff, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, you know what, I can't with moronic vibes. Like, I can't deal with people like that. Like, we all learn from each other sometimes in these scenarios, but there's limits, and I just can't with moronic people. There are people that are beyond saving, and you have to just exit the room.
Wow.
Right.
Yo, my fucking mind is spinning right now, man. For real, my fucking mind is spinning. Like,
yeah. Well, it's like I said earlier in the stream, white nationalism to a large extent is really just kind of like a club on the internet. Because they really don't have a pathway to, actually try to accomplish stuff that they supposedly believe in. So it becomes kind of like a fringe subculture on the internet that people get hooked up into, And if you're stuck on it, well, some consequences could happen throughout your life. You might get outcasted by some of your peers. And overall, it's not going to be a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's kind of how it is. Yeah.
Sundown wants the link. Rotep, you there?
Is that the real Sundown? Because some of these trolls, there.
Yeah, I'll check to see if it's the real one.
Yeah, check and see if that's the real Sundown.
But yeah, I think I should do a video one day, kind of reviewing my old page, just showing people the types of things that I used to upload.
So let me ask you, Kocho, like, how did you get involved in all of this white nationalist bullshit in the first place?
That's true. I want to know that too.
Yeah, so ever since kind of like when I was like 11, I came across like some old YouTube videos about like like Alex Jones and like conspiracies and stuff, and then slowly that kind of like derailed into like the political sphere ever since Trump was elected back in I think it was 2016.
Yes.
And Alex Jones and all these people started to become more popular as Trump was in office, right? Because the media kind of made Alex Jones popular. So as I was listening to people like Alex Jones, I started getting more politically invested, like politically interested. I was always kind of like a conservative guy, so I started looking into people like Steven Crowder and other commentators like that. And then slowly I came across like a Stefan Molyneux video, and then that's when the American Renaissance, like race and IQ stuff, crept in. And then that's kind of how I slowly got into the whole white nationalism stuff, because a lot of the political commentators were heading towards that path. So I was like, damn, well, I'm conservative. I don't want to be in the Latinx or, progressive side, because that's just not me. So might as well just be a white nationalist, even though I'm not white, and just say, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to be team pro-white or whatever. And then that's kind of how I was, it was kind of like a sense of belonging almost.
Wow. Yo,
that's
it. And then when I came into the picture, and I said, brother, that's not how you gotta live, brother.
Right. You converted me, bro.
That's what it was. I converted.
He got pulled off by the white
the Catholic Church.
Yeah, the Catholic Church probably got him.
What I'm gonna say real quick is DomRen is not the one and only that's gonna be thinking like this. We gotta understand that there are gonna be individuals who are going to be against the whole status quo of unity. There are gonna be individuals who don't think that something is happening to them until they get that wake up call. It might not be now, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be a month or a year from now, but it is going to happen. And when that wake-up call does occur, best believe they're going to remember every little thing that has been said to them that they chose to deny.
Yeah, for sure. Because everybody gets like their brown awakening moment.
Yeah.
It
definitely happens.
Right.
And it definitely happens, and it's not something that we should shame them for. It's not something that we should really. I told you. What we need to
told
do,
you, bitch.
what we need to do is just basically.
No, radical. No.
Bitch, I told you you weren't white. Bitch, I told you you weren't white.
No.
Wait, hold on.
All right, Denise does want to tell him. I told you so.
Denise is the type to be like, I told you.
No, honey.
Wait. Me, I'm the type not to be like, aha, I told you. It's just that I would just simply, just the same way with Pocho. The way I did it was, I was like, well, did you see what I was talking about? And then he said yes, and I'm like, well, there you go. I don't need to say much. Yeah. It is what it is from there. You know?
No. I'm not like that. You know.
Okay, we know that.
Look, I believe that in order for you to be truly converted and understand the decision you're making, you have to internalize that there was a problem. And I will remind you that there was a problem. Like, hermano, you and me had a lot of disagreements on this, and I'm glad that you finally, had your awakening now, and we can have conversations one-on-one without, going to personal aspects. But you were wrong, and I'm not trying to shame you for it. Yeah, I'm not trying to shame you for it, but I will remind you that you were wrong so that you can keep it at heart, because it's like I said, we can't deny. It's like I was telling Inquisitor yesterday. There's nothing wrong with us accepting what we see in the mirror, Otherwise, we're in cognitive dissonance. And he kept doing mental gymnastics about this stuff. It's the same thing with beliefs. When you come to learn something and you realize I was wrong, there's nothing wrong with accepting.
Remember, guys, this is the same woman that said that she'll get a gun and make someone defenseless the same way how she was defenseless. Let's remember that, guys.
No, but that's not no. This is it. This is the thing. If you're
she wants to pick up a burner.
No, but listen to this. If you're going to come, men were given more strength, physical strength, in their upper torso, of course, because in the lower we're stronger. But in their upper torso, they were given more strength because they needed to provide and protect. So if you're using that strength to victimize me as a woman, I will remove that strength from you by shooting you, where. You won't die, but you will remember never to fuck with a woman because you thought.
Jeez, that's hardcore. Yeah? That's hardcore, dude.
I told you. This is the same.
I believe in consequence. Consequence is a beautiful teacher. I love consequence.
You know what? Denise is the type in a zombie apocalypse to literally not shoot zombies in the head, but shoot male zombies in the other head. You know what I'm saying? She's that type. She is that type. And we're going to be looking at her like, whoa, can you chill?
She's going to be like, have you learned your lesson? Going around eating brains and all of these.
Look, this is the thing. People think I'm a reformed feminist, right? However,
doesn't sound like it.
No, but this is the thing. I've came to discover is feminism is not the problem. It's when it's weaponized that it becomes a problem. But there's healthy feminism when women get a choice to do what they believe is right without interrupting other people's lives, or hating on the opposite gender or on other people that choose to be housewives or chose to lead a different life. Now, I believe women should encourage each other to pursue the options that they believe in, which is the way I choose to be a feminist because we're giving ourselves choice. Now, at the same time, there are pros to being a feminist, and within that choice is the choosing to defend yourself. You don't have to be this damsel in distress, that needs necessarily to wait for another man to come rescue her. There's certain things that feminism brings that are not toxic, are completely healthy. And we have to accept them too. That's where balance comes into play. The same thing with there are certain things about the patriarchy that are not completely toxic if we evaluate it completely. There are several things that you can take out of the patriarchy that are positive. Now, there are things that are toxic and need to be removed. That's it. It's a happy medium. That's what I believe.
Toxic molecules.
I'm fucking pissed off now.
Why?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
I realized that for 3 years I've been fucking around with a little kid.
Oh my God. Truth teacher.
YouTube should have a 21 and over category. You
cannot. No, come on, bro. YouTube, bro. Nowadays, kids are raised by YouTube, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
They should have a kid. They should have a kids section of YouTube. And if you're not like an adult, a legal adult, you can't come on adult YouTube. They
do have that. They do have that. Some YouTubers have it where you have to sign in and you have to be up 18 years old.
Yo, shout out to
They
Keith.
do already have
I want to give a shout out to Keith real quick. You know, he had a Mexican style party. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I know they accepted him. He got lit, you know what I mean? And he
Kevin
had a great
Gates?
time. You know, not us, Keith. I'm giving a shout out to Keith real quick. He was like, "How you doing, True Teacher? What's up, Radical?" Shout out to Keith. You know what I mean? He's a real MVP. You know what I'm saying? According to him, he could hang when drinking with us. So according to him, so shout out to him.
Yeah. All right.
Also, before I leave,
let me get final thoughts from everybody. You can go first, Rad.
All right, I'm gonna say an announcement real quick. Next week, I'm gonna be doing my face reveal. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I don't know why does it feel like a gender reveal. Anyway, my face reveal.
He was a woman all along.
What a long freaking pregnancy then.
I know, for 3 years.
It's been years in the making.
Exactly. No, so I'm gonna do my face reveal and all that. I'm gonna be live from Puerto Rico. I'm definitely making plans right now to hooking up with local protesters and local activists out there. Hopefully, they're down to have a interview with me. Hopefully, they'll be down for that. But it is what it is. And what was it? I'm gonna be there for a couple of days. Doing luxury things and also business shit. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows. But my final thoughts. DomRen will get his wake up call. It's totally fine. He is the type of Latin coon that will backstab other Latin people in order to save whiteness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He is somebody at the moment that we should not trust and we should not even have around. He's the type of person that does not represent Latin people, and we should not be taken serious. And I'm keeping it 100. Saying that. And we have to just remember that he is an individual that been through things or whatever the case is, but does not deserve sympathy for the things that he's saying. For the things that he's saying now, he is fully aware of what he says. He's fully aware who he rolls around with, and he's fully aware that he's not accepted, but he keeps on lying to himself that he is. But it is what it is. With that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
All right, Roy Tress, what are your final thoughts, bro?
Well, as far as Rad, not Rad. I'm DomRen.
Rad.
I'm just gonna hope that he does come around. I'm gonna give him to the age of 25 to come around. Hopefully, he'll come around by then. But
wait. If he doesn't, what are you gonna do, Roy?
No, I can't do anything.
He's gonna hunt him down, bro.
I'm gonna pull up.
Yo. Give him a head start. I'm gonna give him till the age of 27.
No, I'm just hoping for the guy. Hopefully he has an enlightenment moment. He's still young, and hopefully he goes to college. And I'm gonna hope that his education changes his way of thinking.
Yeah.
The problem is, again, I personally believe, speaking as an American, like I always say, that I think that some people are taught this, and I don't know where it's being taught. It's not being taught when people get here. I think it's being taught before they come here and they believe it, and then when they see it, like, it is true. You know, these black people are just like I heard about, just like I saw the videos, just like I read about, just like the songs. You know, so I think it's people are just not admitting it, that it does still have a connotation of all negative, nothing positive. So that's why I guess he feels that way, because he would lose friends if he did side with people of color. So he can't, because he wouldn't be in the crew anymore, kind of. So once
what does the crew do? What does the crew do?
I don't know, man. I guess it's because you have nothing else going for you. You don't have, you don't have anything else to put energy in.
It's a sense of belonging. Yeah, sense of belonging.
But once you get old enough that you kind of outgrow it, you know what I mean? By the time you're 25, you should be out of college.
Over that shit,
You're not in an 8-year, 4-year program, like it took you 8 years to graduate a 4-year degree. But I think he should be out of high school if he's 19. So he should be hopefully enrolled in a college soon, if he's not already. I think he said he is in college, right? So let's pray for him. Pray that he's gonna get educated, and he, this clip.
Not only that, would you imagine when he has to get into corporate America, and you know how they do background checks on your social media nowadays?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully he's not gonna do something stupid like put something on his Instagram or something like that. Hopefully.
Well, they can research. They even research YouTube now.
Wow.
Oh, that then.
So I'm like, how in the actual hell? Because they go by emails, your name, stuff like that.
Well, he didn't duck himself, right? He's not his real name, so
I don't. Yeah, but his email. You need an email. You need a Google account to actually, link it to YouTube now. So everything you do through even Google is basically stored. You can't escape your fingerprint in the internet. People don't understand that. Yeah, once you put something out there, it's out there. It's there. It's gonna remain there. It's gonna appear whenever.
He's gonna be like Shaggy. It wasn't
appear on all those job searches. All those
well,
job
even if you delete it, we have things like archive.org
and Wayback Machine. Yeah,
of course.
Right.
Yeah,
and it wasn't me. It wasn't me. He's gonna sing Shaggy song. That wasn't me, man.
Right.
That wasn't me.
That was my twin or something. I don't know.
I think he better. I don't know. He better start starting his own trailer business to sell to the people he's caping for, because I don't see any other way where he could prosper. With this background.
Yeah, hopefully the age will hit him, and the crew thing goes away after you become an adult. You know what I mean? You start working. You start if you start dating, get married or whatever. That all that stuff goes away. So he'll come around, hopefully.
Well, I like I said, I believe everybody. People don't change; we evolve. However, I believe that people can be mentally redeemed through access to.
Well, just look at Chivo. I mean, Chivo's in his 30s and he hasn't changed a bit.
Yeah, no, but you know what? Because not to be messed up, but sometimes when we see this linger past a certain age of immaturity, that is normal. When we see the perpetuity of immaturity, that means there's some mental health issue. You're supposed to be like a partially dumb till 23.
Yeah.
Maximum 23. And after 23, you start getting like a little bit of a better grip at life.
Yeah.
And if by 30 something years old, you have not, you have serious issues, duct tape and therapy.
Duct tape.
I've said it multiple streams.
Yeah. Pocho, what are your last words, man?
Well, my last words, number one, stop using copyrighted music, right?
Yeah.
That's number one,
yeah,
right? And number two, it's pull-up summer. I hope you all have a wonderful pull-up summer.
Oh my God, we should definitely do something like all of us together. Like I will talk to you guys later. I don't have you on Instagram, Pocho. I'll start following. But
okay. What's your Instagram?
It's Denise. If you go to my channel, You can find it. I always post it in the description below.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they could have white boy summer, let's have pull up summer, right?
Pull up summer, yeah.
Right, let's have pull up summer. Let's have something like that. And that's all I have to say, man. To be quite honest with you, I think I already made a point. I made my point throughout this entire over 3 hour long stream. So with that saying, good night, bro. Have a good one. Right. You too, Truth. And take care, guys. Peace.
All right. D, did you give your last thoughts, D?
Nah, not yet. But man, I didn't know. I had no idea the Dominican Renaissance was so young and Ken was so old. This is like, what the fuck? Like, one is 19 and the other is 30 something. That's I thought they were like 24, 25. You know.
No, Kim seems like he should be like pushing 40 or in his 40s by now. Just the number of years he's been on YouTube doing this, and
he's about the same age as Rad, I think.
Oh, he's about okay. Then he's not in his 40s. But
him, Rad, Tina, they're all like in the same age group.
Me too.
You're not
30. You're not 30.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 30s.
Yeah. Dude, too old.
But you know what? The thing is, when I ran into him in person, it didn't register because look at me. I don't look my age, you know?
Yeah.
And when I was in my 20s, I really looked like, you know, I looked really young, you know? So I really, it's hard for me to really tell people's age because I've been surrounded by mutants my whole life, you know? So that kind of throws you off, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't talk like a little kid. He talks like he's man.
But now that I'm looking back, there's certain things that gave it away. Like the way he makes it insult, like the way he tries to insult you. He literally sounds like a little kid calling you a big poopy head or something, you know?
Yeah.
That his insults are like really infantile. It makes sense now. God damn. Okay. Shit.
He's really to me he's annoying. I'll just say that, you know, it's pure annoyance and it's because of ignorance. You know, you have to after a while just ignore it.
Yep.
Literally don't even entertain it because, you know, like I said, you can be young only once but immature your whole life.
Your whole life, yeah.
You know, and it's up to him if he wants to make that transition. That is very personal. But I listened to your first stream, Bro Tep, and I try not to, unless it's for like fun or actually I'm gonna have fun or something like that. I try not to engage with this specific group of people because, like I said, it's the same thing that I said when you guys were talking with Durden about race. I don't discuss race with white people. Why? Because that's a fool's errand. They invented the system. They should know. Why me, the recipient of it, has to explain to the creator of the fucking system what the fucking creation is? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Fuck you. Learn about it. Like I don't have discussions with them about this. The same thing goes for DomRen. DomRen knows he's a Negro. He knows it every day. He knows when he looks at the mirror that he is black. He knows that we have black in us and is in large numbers and that we're very proud of it. Even though we're also proud of all of our roots, and that doesn't mean that because we accept that we are Negroes that we're saying that we're not the other things. So it's like I said, the fact that they fight so hard to always make that, you know, disclaimer, but we also have this. We're not denying nothing of that. Like we have said many times, in the West, nobody is pure. Everybody is mixed. Now, you just came out black, you know, and there are also Latinos that came out brown or white.
Yep.
Like, we don't have to deny what we see in the mirror. So, like I said, to me, it's either he wants to have this immaturity phase. I will give him till 23. But past that, there's the mental illness is then the problem. And we have to assess that, you know? It's like the same problem with Shiva when you see him foaming at the mouth about something that's literally nobody cares and nobody asks about his opinion. And he's still foaming at the mouth telling you his opinion. So that's, you know, he has some mental health issues.
Yeah,
and
he's
I believe the way that he resurfaced shows that he probably went off his meds.
What the fuck?
That's what I believe. As
He
crazy
went off
as
his
it
medication.
sounds.
Well, he
Yeah.
probably can't get them down there.
Oh
Probably,
god, you guys are
probably.
bad
He
pal.
was probably stabilized, you know, and then
Well,
he started taking them regularly, and then something happened, and he stopped taking them.
Yep.
And you know, we don't know what kind of mental illness he has or disorder. I wish him the best, and this is with all honesty. You know, I'm not being condescending. I wish him the best. Please, if you're listening, take your meds. It's the best. I know it doesn't feel right, but you have to take your medication.
Yeah.
You have to. Trust me, we all had that family member that's mentally ill. We've seen, you know, the toll that it has taken in their brains and the rest of the family. We all seen this. We all have a family member that's mentally ill, or a friend, or a neighbor. You know, take your meds. We're not going to judge you. We're not trying to shame you. Take your meds.
All
And
right.
if DomRen doesn't wake up, he will have to take his meds too.
Take it. Yep. But all right, so I'm about to end the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2. Good morning, everyone.